What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chatting with the Comic Book Community. This is your boy Stay Puff 1983, and I am joined by my fellow guests. I have Big Will. What is going on, Big Will? How's it doing?
I have arrived, and I am feeling all right.
All right. I got my Silver Age Sunday compadre, Jeff Comic 813. What's going on, bro?
Not much.
And I have my special guest, a guy that I've talked to on the comic book and hall and round table discussion. None other than Al, aka Dusty Brown, aka Leroy Cattin, the man with a bunch of names. What is going on, sir? How's it going? How's your day?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, man. I have all those names, man, because I got to stay ahead of the government. So but everything's good, man. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it, man. It's a pleasure, brother.
No problem, man. And before you popped in, Big Will was looking at the Fast 9 trailer, and we was discussing it. So let's just start off talking about that Fast 9 trailer. Most over the top ridiculousness I've ever seen of all the Fast movies. It's like, what are y'all thoughts
logic, on man? That's comic book logic for you right there.
It's become a superhero movie. That's what it's become.
Very much.
So what's y'all thoughts on it?
Well, thanks for everyone for joining us. I don't really know what to say. I mean, I watched it yesterday and I was appalled because I'm like, okay, so it starts off, and I'm not trying to spoil it for anybody. So if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. But I mean, it starts tame enough. Starts pretty tame. Okay. Then they go into this whole thing where
say it like Justin Roberts.
He has a long lost brother. Where's this dude been? Like, okay, if you're familiar with the Fast franchise, Dom has never mentioned any siblings at all.
I think once, maybe in the first movie, just very passing.
And that was like, what, 2001, 2002, way back yonder. Just happens to be John Cena, like a guy that I really don't like as a wrestler, but I appreciate him as a human being. But needless to say, it's over the top. I mean, it's like, I'm going to tell you what really got me was when they jumped over that first cliff. And they jumped over the first clip, and then the little hook caught onto the car, and the car just swung. What happened to the frame?
Like Tarzan.
My God, the frame must be made out of animanium or something, because that is like improbable. And I don't know who said it, but yeah, they've actually, there's a term in TV that's called jump the shark. And when you jump the shark, you typically get to a point to where everything is like it's a wrap. And I think it was coined due to like Fonz or something on Happy Days. He was jet skiing or something, and he was skiing and he jumped over a shark. And at that point, people were like, "Oh my God, Happy Days is doomed. It's a wrap. They got Fonz jumping over sharks and stuff." Yeah. It's like Fast has officially jumped the shark.
I thought they jumped the shark when they jumped through the skyscrapers.
Yeah,
they kind of jumped the shark. It was more like the porpoises at that time, but they're right now. They have gone past the porpoises to the whales and the sharks, and I don't know, man.
I think like the fifth movie or the fourth movie is when they jumped the shark. Then they started jumping the whale shark, then the beluga whale. Now this is a freaking blue whale.
And you're right. Well, you know what? Actually, when the one, I can't remember the one, whichever the ones where they actually robbed them for the safe. Was it Brazil?
Yeah, that was the fifth one.
Yeah. They definitely, I agree. Yeah.
They started jumping the shark there.
Then they said, "Hey, we could jump the shark a couple more times with more movies."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's at the point now where we know they're going to jump and we know they're going to land, but we just want to go on that journey across the whatever they're jumping over.
Right.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
I don't watch them. I've only seen like 3 of the movies. I've never seen any of them in the theater. But I will admit, it looked like a cool movie to just take off your head, lay it somewhere else, and just waste a few hours and have some fun. So I'm not going to knock it as a bad movie, but it ain't nothing. It ain't going to win no awards or anything.
Nah.
I mean, it's just fun. That's all it is. But you're right, man. They jumped the everything a while ago.
I think you can also akin it to like it's Fast franchise is a moneymaker. Yeah. And I mean, they could actually do a Fast franchise and they can have the entire Wu-Tang clan in it and they'll make money. I mean, and there's no slight. I love the Wu-Tang clan. But what I'm saying is like, for example, the Transformer movies with Michael Bay. Now, if you're a fan of the Transformer movies, the Michael Bay movies weren't that great. Especially after the second one with Devastator had balls and stuff. Yeah. So
first one, maybe the second one.
First one was decent. The second one,
maybe. It's a maybe.
And it started, now that one started going down into the pit.
3 and on is.
Yeah, but those movies actually made money. They were big blockbusters, but they, as far as content, they suck. But I mean, the same goes for Fast. And then from what I understand, they're talking about doing a few more after this one. So I'm like, I don't know what else they do. Go to the moon,
That's what we said. They're gonna go to space.
That's what we were talking about. They were going to space. Why do you think they had that pointing act with that? Spoiler, but with the rocket.
Yeah. The next one's going to be Pintos in space,
basically.
Yeah.
And then the return of a person, which I'm not going to say, but at the end of the trailer, like, where did this dude come from? Is he a clone? And then I'm like, okay, so what is how is this an actual sequel to the previous movie? And if so, how are you going to explain what was said, what was seen at the end of this trailer? Like, I'm curious as to seeing it just to see it, but I don't want to pay money to see it. So
I think it's James Bond that still holds the record for the most movies in a franchise. The next, I think, is the MCU, although they're about to surpass James Bond. I think Fast and Furious is one of the few other franchises that's about at double digits. I think they're just going to see how far they can take it, no matter how good the movies are, as long as they make it.
They got 9 of the main series, and then they got the spinoff with Hobbs and Shaw.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they got hold on. Netflix got a cartoon of Fast and Furious now too.
What? Really?
So we can say that we're waiting on number 12 now?
Yeah.
I think the next Fast and Furious movies, after they go to space, they'll be fighting Godzilla and King Kong.
And Superman and
Batman. They're gonna cross over. Like, that Doctor Strange movie that's coming out, it's gonna be a temporal rift, and they're gonna jump into.
They're gonna do a crossover where Don fights John Wick.
Hey, dude, don't give
Star Wars and Star Trek in the same movie too.
Everything. Yeah. It's gonna be like the movie to end every movie of all time. So
I'm still hoping that with the new John Wick and the Matrix, they all tie into the Bill and Ted's movie. That would be my dream right there.
Yeah. Well, didn't they explore alternate realities in the second Bill and Ted movie?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I'm when they announced that, I was like, oh shit, they can tie all of Keanu Reeves movies into Bill and Ted.
Yep.
Somehow.
I don't care. It's probably not going to be that great a movie, but I want to see the new Bill and Ted so bad.
Yeah, me too.
Just because.
I think it's going to be a good movie because the anticipation is high for it. Keanu Reeves is heavily involved in the project, and he kind of right now he's at a point where he can pick and choose what he does. I don't think he would have done it if it was going to be garbage. But then again, that's subjective. So
I hope it's a good movie. It may be. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. I'm still going to want to see it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Now, I pay money to see that, but I won't pay money to see Fast 9. Nope.
Yeah, I won't be seeing that in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Well, I take that back. Unless I do the deal that AMC has, where if you pay like $25 a month, you can see up to 3 movies a week. And I love going to the movies. So if I could just average like 1 a week, that's a steal of a deal. So if I do something like that, I might just sit through it just because I paid for it already.
Feed, my friend. My thoughts are with you when you go watch it. So
just turn off your brain. Just make sure to turn off your brain when you go watch it. No logic, pretty much.
Because if you I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sean.
So let me shout out the chat. We got Nemo Comics. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Southern Comic Geek. We got Samuel David. What's up? The Immortal. Biggie Shaq. I know he already did a live video where he got his bangers for the day. You know, so that was great on him. I sent him the link, so if he want to join, he can jump in. And Mark Spector Comics, what's going on? Thanks everybody for showing up. So, I'm just gonna show off the one book that I got this week. This is a book that I got from my brother. This Lucille Perillo, Vampirella, issue number 7.
1 in 10.
Yeah, 1 in 10. He hooked me up with this.
Always nice.
Yeah.
Dope covers, man.
He gonna be at MegaCon, so
yep.
It depends on if I want to go really see him, because I met him the last 2 years, and I'm trying not to meet the same creator so many times.
Well, we could always meet his girlfriend or whatever. Yeah, Carla Cohen. Because they're gonna be right next to each other anyway. So.
Yeah, that's true. And I ain't really pick up no books this week because it's been a backed up week for me in terms of overtime and stuff like that, which is good because I get to save more money for the con and meet up with everybody. So, but other than that, I didn't really get nothing else. So, did anybody get anything?
Well, you can see I picked up something.
No.
Yeah, I picked this up. I actually met James Hahn at Spooky Empire like in November, and finally got this back from CGC. I actually had him signed in 2 languages. I actually had him signed in English, and I had him signed in Cantonese. You guys can see right here, right there, and then right below his hand. But the funny thing is, it says it's signed by James Hahn and Lopan. When Lopan is the same actor, so it's pretty funny. So yeah, there's only 3 of these guys in existence. So there's 2 9.6s and 1 9.8. So that's pretty much what I picked up this week.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
I think that's a good one.
Very good.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. You got 1 regular SIG and then 1 in Cantonese, so they just put signed by the dude and Lopan. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's such an underrated movie. It's a classic, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watch it every time it's on.
Yeah, I grew up on it, so I grew, and he was one of my idols. So that's pretty cool that I actually got to meet him.
I used to have a T-shirt that was just oh crap, what's his name? Kirk Douglas. That his name?
Yeah, Kurt Russell. Russell.
Kurt Russell. And it was a picture of Kurt Russell from the movie when he had the lipstick on, and the words of it are, "It's all about the reflexes."
Oh yeah.
Yep. Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah. And what's funny is he actually wasn't the main star of the movie. The story was about what we think of as his sidekick. The other dude is actually supposed to be the lead, and Kurt's just an extra guy for the comedy and stuff. But his star power kind of, I guess, made it to where we think of him as the lead, and he's the biggest guy on the poster.
That was due to the studio. No, but that was due to the studio, because what the director wanted was completely different. The director wanted the Asian guy on the poster, but the movie theaters, the movie studio said nope. Russell's bigger, so we want Russell on.
We've seen that happen a couple of times with certain movies where you got sometimes the star will take a back seat to somebody else. Like hell, wasn't it Executive Decision with Kurt Russell was in, with Steven Seagal was in it. That movie shocked me when Steven Seagal died so quickly. I was like, what the hell? You think Steven Seagal gonna be the one that saved the day? Nah, man, this dude bites the dust within a half hour.
Hey, I don't know if this is true, but I with every fiber of my being, I think that Mortal Kombat's Raiden was directly inspired by that movie.
He was.
Yeah, it was. It was. The director said it was. He said and then the guy that created Raiden said it was.
Yeah,
so.
Ed Boon and Dr. Bias. Yeah.
See, I never looked into it, so I didn't know that. But I immediately, when I saw it, I was like, "That's Raiden."
Storms. Yep.
Awesome.
I got the movie book, so. And I got the steel book.
They actually dropped some Funko Pops with those. It was Thunder and what were the other two names?
Thunder, Rain, and Lightning.
Yeah, Funko Pops a few months ago with them. So.
Yeah, and then I picked up that low pin one, the glow in the dark one, and I had them sign it too.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep, had them sign that too. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
So now it's gonna go with the. Now I just gotta figure out where to put them to display them.
Well, obviously, you're going to have to work on a whole Big Trouble in Little China section now.
Right.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, all I'm missing is Kurt Russell's signature now. There's like a couple of guys on Instagram go, now you just need Russell's and what was it? John Carpenter's signature now. Well, I saw one on online. I already saw one online of one of the comics is already has.
If you remember the photo variant I showed a few weeks ago on no, it was last week when I showed the LeVar Burton, Georgie LaForge of Star Trek. I'm gonna get that signed by him at MegaCon when he comes to MegaCon. I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah, we got at my convention here in Huntsville. We have Gates McFadden, the Dr. Crusher from Next Generation, and Marina Sirtis, the Counselor Troy from Next Generation. But I know her more from the Gargoyles cartoon. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great cartoon, man.
Almost all of Star Trek was on that cartoon. Almost.
Yeah, I know. Jonathan Frakes was Xanatos. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Xanatos was Jonathan Frakes, man. He looked just like him.
Yeah, I know.
Big Will, I'll be in your neck of the woods in a few months, man. I'm actually coming to the Huntsville Comic Convention.
Are you talking about the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo?
Yeah. The one.
Dude, I'm going.
Chris Claremont's gonna be there. It's a wrap, man. That's yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you been to any of the others, or is this gonna be your first?
That'll be my first outside of Georgia because I live in Georgia. But yeah.
It's a bit disappointing as far as comic books go anyway, compared to last year and the year before that. But it's still got a lot of people there, and I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. Well, Chris Claremont, I mean, if he was there by himself, I mean, I would still go because, I mean, I'm a huge fan of the X-Men, and I got about at least 3 or 4 books I would love him to sign. So, yeah, that he's like on my bucket list of comic book content creators to see.
The biggest people as far as comics are him and Mark Waid are going to be there. But you see, the last 4, we had Fabian Nicieza, Joe Rubenstein, Chris Claremont, and Mike Zeck and John Beatty and Michael Shooter.
I like Fabian.
Jim Shooter, excuse me.
Jim Shooter, yeah. I like Fabian's work on the New Warriors Volume 1. You know, he actually did a lot of work with Mark Bagley on that particular title. So
yeah, he's an awesome guy. If you guys haven't met him, he's awesome.
I would rather meet him and get his signature over Rob Liefeld.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, on 98. Yeah, me too. And he doesn't upcharge just because it's 98 either.
Exactly.
So Bill charges up for signing 98.
Fabian does not, but Rob does.
Rob will
Because he
nickel
knows
and
that-
dime you for a 98 signature.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Because-
that's the most expensive one. I think it's like $125 for him to sign that one, if I'm not mistaken. I've never got his signature, obviously.
That's crazy. So let me ask you guys this. Okay, so New Mutants 98 is pretty much a key because of course it's Deadpool. But what is aside from it being Deadpool, what is the allure of that book being so valuable? And the reason why I ask that is because the print run on that book is like
High.
It's like over $1 million,
That is
if
true.
I'm not mistaken, even more than that. So why do y'all think that particular book is just? Because yeah, Deadpool is a very popular character. I give him that. And at one point I got burnt down on Deadpool because Marvel was pimping him out like they were doing Wolverine before he died. So just to the panel, what do you think the allure is about that book that
until a year before the movie came out, you could get a decent upper mid to high grade copy of it for like $25. And I think it's been such a low value book for so long that it wasn't as taken care of. So I would imagine there's not as many high grade ones as there normally would be for a book of the same print run, like Spawn 1, for example. It's very close in print run, although I think Spawn's like 1.2 million. But there's so many great copies of Spawn, there's a lot of Deadpool, New Mutants 98s out there that are 9.8s and 9.6s. Hell, mine's a 9.6 that I have. But I think that's one of the allures. And if you notice, it's kind of hit a wall. It can't seem to break 1,000 in the 9.8. And I don't think it's going to, except, in 5 more years, it might finally hit that grand. But I don't think it's got enough room to move as some of the other books because there's so many.
I always thought that same way because it was such a high print run, like you said. And, with the 9.8s and 9.6s, it seems like everybody is willing to sell them.
Yeah.
And, you're all over eBay. You're not going to find the sources of New Mutants 98 because it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's just because of the movie spiked it up, and, people making a big deal out of it when, I remember a few years back, I could have gotten New Mutants 98 for like $30. And this was like 5 years before the movie, but I didn't get it because I'm not a big Liefeld guy. So
yeah, I'm a Liefeld hater. So don't I hate Liefeld with a passion.
Well, if I could use this show as a confessional, I'm not gonna lie, and I've shared this with Sean before via like us chatting in IG. And the 90s. I like Liefeld, and the only reason why I liked him is because the characters that he actually were a part of. I'm like I said, I'm a huge fan of the mutants, New Mutants, X-Men. I actually like New Mutants more than the X-Men, but that's another story. But when he took over, he actually added a little bit of extra, as much of an ass he could be. He kind of added a little flavor to the whole mutant thing when he turned it around and made it like a paramilitary force with X-Force and stuff. However, fast forwarding into the 21st century, he seems to be a douche, man. Like, it's like, I'm like, when he did that Major X thing, man, and that whole debacle about the first appearance of Major X and how he was going up against the key collector guy and they were like beefing and stuff online. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous, dude. So and then he said he wasn't going to sign the books because it wasn't the official first appearance of Major X. I'm like, dude, the dude looks ridiculous. First of all, he has on it looks like a
dude. It's that Cyclops with the X for the visor. It's like a total ripoff of that.
Exactly.
And Judge Dredd
with no pouches.
Yeah.
With no pouches this time, So it's like, dude, you
and with no feet, with flat feet. I hate his feet. I hate his damn. I hate when he draw feet. He could at least he has enough money to pay to learn how to draw feet, man. Those damn feet get
Hey, he's a better artist than I will ever be.
yeah.
But I mean, say what you want about his art, but he's actually a pretty decent plotter. He's not good at writing, but he can plot a pretty good story. Because like the New Mutants, all of that he plotted, Fabian wrote it. But then you go and look at Youngbloods, and you're like, well, hold on.
Youngbloods ain't A's at all.
He has some concepts in Youngblood that I like, but yeah, you're right. But that plotter, yeah, he had some things, you know, Mutant Liberation Front, Strife, you know, all that stuff.
The idea that Weapon X was Weapon 10 and there was more before, and that's all Rob.
Right. So, but yeah, everything else is like I wouldn't. If he was giving away free signatures, I still would want to meet him. You know, that's just.
He's a. Well, I hear he's a. Well, actually, yeah, I hear he was a dick at MegaCon last year. He was a straight dick last year.
Man, I knew I wasn't going to meet him when I saw his package.
Yeah.
All his MegaCon package for meeting him and stuff like that. I was like, nah, man, $300 freaking dollars.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
bro,
yeah.
What'd you get with it?
Yeah, that's
I forgot, man, because it was a bunch of stuff. You get to hang with him and stuff like that, but I was like, I'm not going to hang with Rob Liefeld. But I was like, because this was after Stan Lee had stopped doing MegaCon. He always had the MegaCon package deal, you know, where you get to meet Stan Lee, you know, have breakfast with him and stuff like that. So when they did that for Rob, I'm like, wait a minute now, Rob ain't no Stan Lee, all right? Don't even think of trying to give him that type of package deal and think that people will jump all over it because it's Rob Liefeld and it's Deadpool, and Deadpool's the most popular character going right now with the movies. Yeah. But I was like,
Harley and him.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not jumping on that.
Hey, let me ask you guys this question. What do you guys think about the price of signatures? Because let me tell you what I'm thinking. Stan Lee charged, when I got his signature the year before he died, he charged $125. I will pay that for Stan Lee.
Yeah, Stan Lee, yeah.
Stan Lee. Now, I wouldn't pay more than $50 for, I can't think of anyone. And I know Frank Miller is going to charge you $100. Rob's going to charge you more than $100. If I'm not,
even
I will never get those.
Neil Adams is even charging more than $100 now, I think.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? I mean, I think Todd McFarlane's $50.
Yeah.
Jim Lee's $40 is about the max, and most everybody else is like $20 or less. I mean, freaking Marv Wolfman, if you're not getting it graded by CGC, it's $5. I'll pay Marv Wolfman $5 just for being there.
Me personally, I would, if I'm paying $50 for a signature, sign 5 books, $10 a book or something, man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't pay $50 for one sig. That's a bit too much for me.
Holy crap.
I'm with you.
Just put in a comment. Jim Steranko is $10.
And
I would pay up to $50 for John Romita and Jim Steranko. $10. Well, I love him. I haven't met him, but I love him already.
$50. My thing is and this might be off the wall, but maybe based on the actual book and the key, as far as the key worthiness of the book, I can see possibly paying $50. Like, for example, I have an X-Men 101, the Phoenix coming out of the water. That's one of the books that I want Claremont to sign. Now, yeah, I'd pay $50 for him to sign that book because it's Chris Claremont, and I'm a huge fan of his writing. However, that threshold of $50+ is reserved for a select few
legends. That's what my thing is.
Yeah, a select few. You know, I mean, Liefeld, hell no. Like I said, if they gave me money for his signature, I would want it. You know, that's just me.
I think Claremont.
I'll turn it around and give it to somebody else.
Claremont, when I got his signature the last time, it was $10, or if you're going to slab it, it's $20. I think he's gone up to just a flat 20 now, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to find out when we go see him in April.
Yeah, we need to hook up, Big Will.
Yeah, that me, Two Brothers Comics, they're going. We're trying to get Burt Nasty to go. You would be going. I'm going. So there's a few of us that are going.
Okay.
Well, MegaCon's gonna be huge in April too, man. Me and Shanna are already
dude,
like.
I would have
80%
gone to
people
MegaCon, but
deep.
I have to buy my Dragon Con ticket like right
Yeah.
after the show ends. So I've already
Yep.
bought it. But I can tell you right now, I'm probably going to do MegaCon
2021.
When is MegaCon this year?
Same time as
April,
Huntsville, I think.
yeah, April 12th. April
The
12th.
16th to the 19th.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get down there and see Sean.
Yeah, man, because I know you was talking about it since last year.
Dude, there's so much that's going on, man, as far as con. When I found out Chris Claremont was going to be in Huntsville, man, it was kind of like I dropped everything because, typically I try to get to the Atlanta Comic Con in July and, the local cons here. But, yeah, I'm going to make my every effort if I can't get down there this year, get down there next year, man. So,
Hey, do you have Instagram?
yes, sir. I am on Instagram. My IG.
I've got to go. I don't want to go, but I got to go. You guys are having a great conversation. But I am big _Will _W on Instagram. Just friend me up and we'll talk closer to time for Huntsville. I wouldn't mind meeting you, hanging out a little bit. Thanks, Sean, for having me. It's nice seeing you, Jeff. I got to go, fellas.
All right, man. Later, Big Will.
Have a good one.
Nice. So Al, what's going on with you on the roundtable?
Well, we basically trying to get everybody together, man. We went to a small convention earlier, in January, in the city, up from Macon where I live, and basically we're just trying to regroup for 2020, man. As a matter of fact, the Huntsville convention, the crew is actually planning on going to that. And from there, man, hopefully we'll be back on the scene next couple of weeks with some more content and some shows, man. I miss doing it, but everybody has their own thing going, everybody has their own lives. If I had my druthers, man, I would probably do a show every day, but that's just me. But hopefully, like I said, we can get back on track and being consistent, getting some good content out there, man. So like I said, I'm doing it. So
I'd love to be back on there with you guys, man.
Oh, we'd love to have you. As a matter of fact, we still got to have that show about the wrestling. We have to that, man. It's crazy, man. I'm not as active on IG as you are, Sean, regarding the comic community, and I need to be. But man, it's amazing how certain hobbies and pastimes actually just coalesce or whatever, they intertwine. It's like most you wouldn't know it, but most people that are into comic books, they're into action figures, they're into collecting pops, they're into collecting model cars, and then it segues. Well, man, you have a conversation with somebody's like, man, and I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm a fan of Gangrel from the WWE. I don't care what nobody says. I like Gangrel. The dude had an intro that was awesome. He had a gimmick that was awesome. Vince and all his stupidity, man, when they did the Brood, I feel like they just screwed that up, just like they're doing with Bray Wyatt, but that's a whole nother story. But when you get to talking, man, it's like, hey, man, I watch wrestling too. And then you start talking to people, and then, the knowledge goes way back. Oh, man, I remember UWF. And I remember when ESPN used to show, a lot of people don't remember this, but ESPN, their bread and butter in their earlier days was professional wrestling.
Yeah, AWA,
USWF, UWF. So it's crazy, man, just dealing with that, man. So I was like, I want to get more into that, man. And like I said, man, I thank you for allowing me to be on the show today, man, because, last couple of shows, I've just been sitting in the chat, just enjoying everything. And I got like an app on my phone is like y'all was pulling out that stuff and the books and everything. I'm like, oh man, I gotta get this book. I'm like, man, I'm gonna bite off Sean. I'm just gonna okay, I got it. So next time I see you, like, man, Sean, you know what? You kind of motivated me to get this book. But yeah, man.
Shout out to Biggie Shaq, because he be showing them bangers when he go to that store.
Yeah, and Biggie Shaq, where is he at? What state?
He was, I think he in Ohio. He was in the chat earlier. Ohio. I don't know if he's still here.
Yeah,
Biggie Shaq.
He's probably still there.
If you're in the chat, my handle on YouTube is Leroy Cattin. Man, you came across some Shazam books. I'm a fan of Captain Marvel, not Captain Marvel, but the real Captain Marvel. But you came across some books at the store that you were at, man, and I was just straight drooling. And I wanted to, I was thirsty, like, the IG thoughts and stuff, and I was thirsty. I'm like, man, I need him to get those books for me, but I didn't want to seem desperate. But yeah, dude,
man, he's always telling the community, man. Yeah, I tell him, we tell him all the time, set up a PayPal so people can PayPal you the money.
Well, I have PayPal, so
yeah,
if you're out there, sir.
Yeah, because I can imagine being in that store for hours, man. I'd probably walk out with couples of boxes.
Those are the kind of stores, man, that basically what you do, you plan on going and you make it a day. Like I used to live in a city called Columbus, in Georgia. It's like Fort Benning. If you're familiar with the military base, Fort Benning, they're right next to each other. And I was down there for about maybe 16 years. And I tell this story all the time. And Sean, we've had conversations on the Comic Hall channel about people finding like just gems and stuff for little or nothing. There was a store in Columbus called the Ticktock Shot. And with this particular store, it's crazy because it was half comic book store, half watch repair store. This guy owned the store.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, it was very weird. And I got pictures. Matter of fact, I am going to post on Instagram because I got pictures of the place. Half of it, he had like, he repaired watches. He repaired clocks, like grandfather clocks, all this kind of stuff. Part of the store was that. The other half, he had baseball cards. He had other collectibles, coins. Other half of the store, comic books.
Here's Biggie Shot.
Hey, what's going on, guy?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
What's your name?
My name is Al, man.
Oh, okay. What's up, Al, dude? I saw you talking earlier.
Yeah, man. I mean, you are very revered in my eyes, man, because when you be pulling the books and stuff, I'm like, I don't believe in hating on people, but man, and like I wish I was where you were, like teleportation existed, because I would have appeared where you were right by you. I'm like, hey, dude, let's keep pulling,
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull out some bangers, man. Like I'm telling you, like, dude, like you're man. You're the man.
Let me dig up the Shazam. I did pull out of that shop. Let me go look for it real quick.
Oh God. Okay, cool. But yeah, man, this shop, man, this dude had at least 2,000 plus long boxes. And during the time that I was going, this was about maybe in 2007, 2008. The guy was trying to get rid of all his comic books. So he had a half off sale. And the way he had it set up was that if you went in and like some of the books had stickers, like, the price tag, price stickers, whatever the sticker was on the book, you got half off of that. So if there was a sticker that had $3 on it, you got it for $1.50. However, if you went in there and there was no sticker on the book, whatever the cover price was for that book, you got half off the cover price.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
So I picked up New Mutants, for half of $1.25, or however much that book was. New Mutants 98. So I ended up getting two, I already had one, but I ended up getting the second one. Man, it was like I racked up, man. It was like it's a dream come true. And that's why when we do our shows, like there's stores, there's mom and pop stores now across the country, none but comic books, because these people, that's what they did. You had mom and pop stores with the spinner racks and stuff. They were selling books. And there's some gems all over this country, man. It's just a matter of finding them And I'm a living witness and testament to that. And I'm gonna post some of those pics on Instagram of the shop. So
yeah, man, we definitely gonna. I'm gonna promote your Instagram handle. You know, if you get more active involved in the community, man, that'd be awesome.
I need to, man. I don't post that much. Well, comic book related, but it's crazy because being involved in so much, because I collect comics, I collect pops, you know, I'm in the video games, and recently I just started getting back into collecting retro stuff. It's hard being a collector sometimes, man, because it's
that's so much truth to that comment right there.
Yeah, that's
hard.
Yep.
And I wanted to get back into, because back in the day I had a few G1 Transformers. Man, look, you're not rich. You need to slow your roll and just keep it moving and stay in your lane. So yeah, it is hard.
It is, and sometimes I'll be restraining myself when I be going to the shop, man. I'll be like, I'll pick up some books, and then I see another book, and I'm like, I don't want to add that to my pull. You know, or when I go through the back issue bins and I see my pile is already this high. Unless they 25 cents, like that day when we went to Sci-Fi City, made a killing, I know I got to have a limit. I was like, all right, let me walk away before I stay in here for 2 more hours, just walking out here with 2 long boxes.
Let me pose this question to y'all. Have you all ever been in that conundrum where you're like, you're sitting there like you, Sean, you got the stack of books like yay high, you're feeling good about yourself, and then reality hits. I can't spend no more than $40. So all the time that you've spent going through these boxes, because me, I'm a meticulous, like,
I'll say this. When I go through my box, I know it's 25 cents a issue. I'll be adding that up as I go. Dude. Like if I got a stack, I'm like, all right, 4 comics is $1. So I'm like 4, 2, 3. I'll be going through that. I make sure how much I'm spending before I'm like, oh, I'm only at 25. I keep going.
Now I do the same thing. However, I'm human, like the Human League song. I'm only human. But I'm telling you, sometimes, man, you get ahead of yourself. And I do the same thing. But sometimes, because, you know, you start seeing books and it's like, I need this book. I need this book. Like, have you ever been in a position where you just toiled, like, for as long as you actually took the pool of books to decide which books you wanted to take? Am I the only person that's done that?
Oh, you ain't the only one.
No, I've done that. You ain't the only one. I've done that too.
Like sometimes I like books that I say, all right, I'm gonna get this stack, and I really want these, but you know, I'm gonna try and figure out a way to get them later.
Yeah,
so I'll try and sneak them on certain spots in the box. To say, all right, I remember where this was at. So
I do the same thing, man, and I've done that a couple of times.
Kid, man,
I've been brokenhearted because when I go back, it's like they're gone. And then that music from The Incredible Hulk, when, you know, Bruce Banner's walking down the street, it just plays in my head and stuff.
I do that all the time. I hide shit all the time.
Yeah. I'll be trying to hide it to the point where I know when I come back, I know exactly where I put it because I took a picture of the spot I hid it.
I don't do that. You've given me an idea. I appreciate that. I need to do that. Like, I'm taking the coordinates. I'm pulling up Google Maps. This is where I was standing in this store at in the book box. Yeah. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Well, I have them hold it. If I really wanted it, I'll pull it out and have them hold it. I'm like, look, I want it, but I'm not getting it right now. But
I can get away with that in my shop. Certain shops ain't gonna hold it for you if you ain't got a pull with them.
Right. There's only one shop that I deal with. Shout out to Origin Story in McDonough, Georgia. They'll do it like no question because that's where I get my pulls. But if I'm anywhere else, man, I just take my chances and try to hide them and hope that they don't go and do maintenance on the boxes. But like I said, a couple of times I've gotten, they got me. I got stuck with Jack. So yeah.
Yeah, it's hard out there for us comic collectors.
Dude, it's crazy. And see me, you know, I like my keys and stuff, but I'm more into collecting for runs, you know, and I'm like,
How far are you on completing your X-Men run?
For my X-Men Volume 1, matter of fact, when we went to the comic convention in Warner Robins, I picked up X-Men 115. So right now, I am short 30. Hold on. I'm actually short less than 30 or 40 books for the first run. Because I have every issue from issue 98 up to 544. So, and then, between number 1 and number 97, that's where I got most of the ones that's like up there. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute to get that. Now, the good news is, my New Mutants Volume 1, that's been complete. Alpha Flight Volume 1, that's complete. My X Factor Volume 1, I'm short like 2 issues. X-Men Volume 1, the Jim Lee run, I'm short like 10 issues. So I'm making progress with my mutant collection. It's just for that Uncanny, that's probably going to take the most. But I will say this: hopefully, my eyes are set on getting giant size this year. Actually, I stand corrected. I'm short 54 issues. So 54 issues, and I had that full first run, man. So,
hey, yo, Big Puff.
Yo.
I'm ready, man. I got some bangers, dude.
All right, let's put the spotlight on you.
He pulled out the belt.
I've been working on these this week. I got this Sergeant Fury Howling Commando, 12-cent action. They're cool books. I can only find this Submariner for Silver Age, so I copped it. Trying to get as many Silver Age Submariners I can run into. Do a little Kirby action, some Thor. I need to get this in a Mylar. It'll pop a lot better.
Nice. That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's a cool book. This one's really nice. I got this one the other day. It's the Supergirl Origin. And it's also
What's up,
it's
guys?
also the day Superman turned into Flash.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Wow.
Yeah, a little swan action. Here's a Silver Age Flash, which I got another one I should have grabbed. I forgot, but this is the last one I bought. So, this is the first appearance villain for Shang-Chi. Black Hawk, something new, ran into. There's one I got a couple. Age, Two-Face. It's not really Two-Face, but that's the. Here's the only Shazam I can find that I got right now that I'm kind of interested in.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, I need to grab a couple more. You're probably right.
What number is that one?
This one is number 6.
I might already have that one. Let me check. Yeah, I got that one. This is cool cover.
It's a new Thor. I think this is on your thumbnail.
That's nice.
He ain't kidding.
You got that book on your thumbnail. This one I pulled out because they got some new Deadpool graphics for CGC, and he's holding a sign that says this would be perfect for that new slab sticker they got for Deadpool. Because he's holding a sign that says 9.9.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, so he's holding a sign in this one, and then on the slab on top would be another Deadpool holding a sign. So I think that would be kind of interesting. Here is my Archie and Life with Archie, number 2, 1947. Fucking crazy book.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
What we got here? I got this one today.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's an Atlas 10 center, which I was wondering if I had any or not. And your boy does. Of course I do, right? Where's it at? You can't see it. Okay. I can't. This fucking glasses. There we go.
That's nice, man.
Yeah. I think this is an Atlas. Is it this one? No, it's this one. There you go. Yeah, so I got two Atlases.
You got some Navy action. You got a paratrooper. You got a PT boat. Pretty badass.
Yeah, little Atlas. I think this is a 10 center too. They're both 10 centers. Pretty sweet. That's it.
Hey, Biggs, I haven't been with you on since you got that slab Superman. Can you show that?
Oh yeah.
I want to see that, dude.
Oh man.
Fuck. God. What year is that?
Bro, 1943.
Nice.
That is nuts, dude. And the cool ass swastika. Well, let me not say cool ass swastika. It's just a swastika.
Yeah.
Dude, that is badass, bro. Wow.
It really
that's
is,
nice.
man.
Wow, dude.
And you know what? The cover don't really have any collar breaks across it, dude. It's the fucking fantastic cover.
Dude,
man.
that's a beautiful 1.8, dude.
It's like a gem. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's just awesome, man. And that's a Target cover too. I love Target covers, man.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Dude, that is so nice, right?
Classic Periscope. I like how his jaw is like squared, really squared. It almost looks like Batman with the square chin.
Dude, I'd be taking a shit if I looked through a periscope and that's what I saw, dude.
Yeah, I like how the battleship behind him's already completely totaled.
Yeah, because they probably sunk it. That's a U-boat, a German U-boat. They probably sunk that boat and it pissed off Superman, bro. He says,
Oh,
They're
I
at
thought
the
Superman
done.
already got that one and he's coming for them. But
no. They probably hit the ship because that's a U-boat, and
Oh.
Superman saw it and he's coming after their ass.
Yeah,
Awesome. Man.
Mhm.
yeah.
Hey, man, dude, I just want to say real quick.
This is how it is.
Can we get one sub for Puff, dude? He's right at $2.99. Maybe I don't know if he already got it, but come on, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Let's get him to 300, man.
300, dude. Congrats, man.
I do plan on doing the giveaway.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Might as well wait till 400 now. Do it like at 350 and wait, to get you that 400.
That's a nice little pair, huh, Libre? You got
Yeah, that's really nice, bro. That is really nice. I saw when you were picking those out, you were asking the chat to see which ones you should get. I was there. I was watching.
Okay. Yeah, the other one was like a Charleston 10 center, but
I love that Marine and Battle cover though.
Yeah.
That's just an awesome cover, man.
Dude, ever since I got it, bro, I can't put it down. This thing is really, really nice.
That looks like it's on Guadalcanal or just coming up. Oh, dude, that is badass. I like it.
Yeah, I love that
It
cover.
reminds me of like some Punisher nostalgic stuff or something,
Yeah, for sure.
Well, since Hialeah is here, I wanted to show him the 9.8.
No, I don't want to see that, Jeff.
Oh, man, Burton.
Jeff, I don't want to see that, bro.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean something to you?
That's right.
Dude, I'm so happy.
Yeah,
it
it
came
does,
back.
actually.
Dude, that is so awesome, man.
Yeah, it actually does.
Congrats, Jeff. That's a badass cover, dude.
Hey, Al, we got the championships belt, so I gotta share it with these guys, man.
I got a baby. Oh, I got a baby belt. I got a little baby belt.
Yeah. Hey, Libre says. Libre goes. Does that mean something to you?
I want the only belt I want. That Ric Flair WCW belt. That's
yeah, dude.
I know it's like an arm and a leg though, but
Oh yeah, my dude 36 got one of those. He had it on Power Hour last night or that auction. He had.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that shit was.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's beautiful.
man, I wear that in public, man. I wouldn't care.
That's how I feel, man. I'm always walking with my belt, dude. I got my belt on every video. I don't give a damn.
Hey, Big, you're bringing your belt when you come down here, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I might have two.
Nice, dude.
Hey, Al.
Yeah.
Hey, Al, definitely gotta get on the Power Hour with Big and 84, man. Talk wrestling.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Most definitely, man. I love that old vintage stuff, man. Now what they're doing nowadays, man, I can't.
That's garbage, bro.
I can't.
You know what I was watching tonight? Today in the morning, I was watching old Gordon Soley clips.
Best wrestling announcer ever.
Hands down, dude. That guy was the best, bro.
This
Hands
is Gordon
down.
Soley saying so long from the Peach Tape.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Dude, Gordon Soley, bro. Fire.
I agree. I actually like Vince McMahon too, but that's me.
Yeah.
What a maneuver!
Dude, he Vince McMahon took that announcing job pretty serious, bro. I
Yeah,
think he
he
did a
did.
really
Dude,
good
he
job.
takes everything serious, dude.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't know how to relax.
But he has some great color commentating with him with Jesse the Body and
He
Bobby
does,
Heenan.
man.
Yeah.
And the brain, bro. Vince is awesome, dude. Gorilla, he kills it. Because you know what? There before he turned heel, he kind of rooted for the good guy. You know?
Always.
Yeah.
Gorilla Monsoon. He was awesome. From what is it from? Oh my god, what is it? Oh my god, what a fart. The Madison Square Garden. Shit, I couldn't think of it.
MSG.
Yeah, man, MSG.
He did the airplane swing on Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. Dude, he was a badass. He was a badass. Jeff, did you know that was coming back at 9/8, or you just when you did it through your shop and it came back and you freaked out?
No, I did it through Agents of Slab. I didn't think it would come back at 9/8. I thought it would come back like 9, maybe 9/6, maybe 9/6, maybe 9/4, somewhere around there. No, nothing
Jeff.
around like a 9/8. But
That's
Jeff,
awesome.
let me ask you a question.
yeah,
Hey, does that mean anything to you?
Does that mean anything to you, Jeff? I knew that's what you were gonna ask, bro. I knew it, dude. I knew it.
I had a feeling it was. I was like, uh-oh.
Let me see it. Let me
There we
see
go.
it, bro.
It is beautiful, man.
Let me see it.
Gorgeous. It's a beautiful cover, dude.
There's only 3 of these guys
Oh
in
yeah, that's
existence
cool,
now.
man. I
So.
remember you showing that on Instagram, dude. That is
Instagram. And he said he showed the picture.
Yeah.
He showed the picture with him and stuff. That was really cool.
Yeah. The funny thing is, the signature thing says it's signed by James Hunt and Lopan, since it's signed in Cantonese. So they think it's.
Wow. That is a
But it's
gorgeous.
actually
That is
signed.
pretty, man.
Yeah.
That
Bro,
is really pretty.
he was hilarious in Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great in that movie.
Dude, he's a comedic actor, man. When he was at the con, he was making jokes. He was like bagging on people, like all kinds of stuff. Like he was talking crap about the guy next to him, the actor next to him. That's what's so freaking funny too.
I wish I could have made the Spooky
He was
Empire.
talking mad shit too. Yeah, you would have had fun, man. It would have been fun.
So Al, you've been
Like a lot
guys-
of the guys did though. He was talking
So-
shit in Cantonese.
Go ahead, Pop.
say Al, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So you got anything to show? I know you said you was getting something.
Yeah, I just wanted to show some of the stuff that I got, man, from my collection of X-Men. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of all things mutant, and one of my bucket lists is to actually get all the first volume of every X title. So I've accomplished that with 3 titles thus far, but just wanted to show a few of my X books. The oldest book that I actually have, and I got this for steal some time ago, was this one, X-Men
Oh,
#2.
hell yeah.
Too much glare, but you can see this is the first. There you go. The Vanisher, there in front of the White House. So I got that one for an awesome deal from a store down here in Macon. And one of my favorite X-Men characters of all time. This is like my reader copy. I got another copy that I plan on getting slabbed, but I got this.
Oh, nice.
First appearance of my boy, Kane Marco.
Very nice.
And another one. Now I got this is a pretty good copy. It's like the first appearance of Master Mold. So
Oh, that's a nice yellow cover, man.
yeah, so yeah, man. I'm like, I got a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm serious about that thing, man. So my thing, I'm a collector. I like most of the X-Men books I have, as most X-Men books, as far as the early books, between 1 and 270, 280 are keys, but I don't really want to freight them because I just like reading them. So, but if I won the lottery, I'd go out and buy like all 9.0s or something. But I'm a hard-working man like Dusty Rhodes, man. So yeah. But then that's
you,
a
bro.
show, man. So
I'm a simple man. I only spend like $5 to $10 on a book.
I wish I could say the same.
Unless
Yeah,
it's
I
really
wish
good.
I could say the same too, man.
But it's all about knowing where to go and what to look for and stuff, and it's a lot. But yeah, you do it very well, sir. I'm telling you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because it's all about the hunt. That's the thrill of hitting them cons, hitting them stores. It's the thrill of the hunt. Looking at what you need to complete your run. Sometimes the community members will help you out in completing runs and gifting you books. So that's the beauty of the comic collecting and the community that's around it.
Absolutely.
Most definitely. Now I'm a firm believer of dollar bins, and like we say on the show, Sean, the $5 bins. Matt he'll preach that to no end. But you can find some really good books in those.
When I was at Orlando Touring Comic Con, a majority of the books I brought for them was in the $5 bins, and it was some Bronze Age goodness.
Yeah, a lot of overlooked books too. When it comes down to speculation and everything, there's a lot of books people are overlooking because they're looking at those books like the next big Marvel movie and stuff. But all the while, you got all this other golden age goodness that's going up under the radar because everybody's trying to get that next Man Called Nova #1 because they think a Man Called Nova movie is about to come out in 2 years. So
yeah, I just go based off of what I like and what I find. I tend to go after runs and characters that I like, and if I see something that's at a good price and inside them bins that I know it's a minor key or something like that, I'll snatch it up. Hell, I might even get 2 copies if I see it. That's why I was telling Jeff them when they was at the con and they saw the first appearance of Red Sonja for like $30, right, Jeff?
One was 30, and then one was like 40. Like it was a little higher grade than the other one, but yeah, I wasn't thinking.
I probably would have snatched up both
copies.
copies. I would have snatched up both copies.
Hell yeah!
But he'll be at MegaCon. The guy's gonna be at MegaCon anyway, so
yeah. And I know we're gonna be all there digging in them long boxes. Like we was at Tampa. I knew when I was at Tampa and I saw that first appearance of Killmonger, I wanted it, even with the percentage off, but I didn't bite on it. But I knew it'll come back around. That's the one thing about collecting and hunting is that when you miss it one time, it's gonna come back around.
Yeah.
MegaCon is in Florida.
It's gonna look.
Yeah, what if it don't?
Yeah, MegaCon's in Orlando, Florida, Bruce, in April.
Yep.
I
got that whole week off.
Yeah, I took a couple days off.
No, not the whole week, but I got like Thursday, that Friday, and I know I'll be going all 4 days, so just to meet everybody. Really, like Sean's been saying, just to meet everybody it's gonna take all 4 days.
When Biggie Shaq come, man, we're gonna have our belts signing. Make sure I sign it up.
Who are the highlights from MegaCon this year?
I got it up. I'll bring it up for you.
Oh wow. It's somewhere. Fuck it.
So so we got, of course, Jim Lee's the biggest name. George Perez.
Yeah.
I definitely got to meet George because I missed hard last time.
Yeah, me and you, Sean, are gonna be in Perez's line on Thursday if he's there Thursday first thing.
Yeah, that's most def.
Yeah.
Got Art Adams gonna be there.
Oh wow.
Josh Middleton. I'll probably get him to sign that cover. I got that one. Mike Grell. Got John Beatty. No, I think I got a few Punisher books.
Hey, Puff, man, I'm holding your bags, all right? I got tips.
I know you will, man, and I appreciate that. I'll hold anything. If you get signed, I'll hold it for you.
Awesome, dude.
Joyce Shen, Michael Golden, Marco Cicchetto, Tom Grunmet, got Perillo, of course, John Ostrander, Graham Noel, and Hulk Lee, Julian Tostado.
Hulk's gonna be interesting to
got
meet.
a couple of Lee's variants in Hulk Lee.
Yeah,
He's hot right now, man.
Got Freddie Williams. See who else? Got this. What's the name? Brought him up earlier. Carlo, Sammy De La Rosa.
Mike
Got a couple. I know
Anno
Anno Cinti canceled, which I know Glenn's not gonna like that.
Wow, they already got cancels. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, Anno Cinti, she canceled. The biggest one I'm gonna meet in terms of celebrities is not Shatner, because he's way out of my price lane. I'm gonna meet LeVar Burton. Get him to sign my
John Leguizamo too.
See, they already got the photo prices and all that stuff.
Oh wow, they already got the prices. Look at that.
Sure. Yeah, they're not bad. Some of the prices aren't bad. It's just the Shatner one is the I think the highest so far. I think.
How much is Shatner?
$100 both.
Photo and autograph.
So that's $200 there just on him.
Dude, he's older, man. I think he's in his 80s, isn't he?
Yeah.
See John Leguizamo, man. Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Like $50, I think.
You remember Micalito? You remember Micalito?
Yeah, $50 and $60 for a photo op.
Wow. He's done so much stuff, though, man.
Yep.
Yeah, my sister don't go to cons, and she's gonna go just because of Leguizamo.
Oh, George Takano. Because Robert G coming down, so autograph is 80 and the photo is 100.
Star Wars.
Oh my!
All these Star Wars people are showing up.
But the most important photo I'm gonna get is with all you guys.
Yeah.
That's the most important photo.
Al, you coming down?
We're gonna have the photographers take it.
Unfortunately, no. I'm gonna be in Huntsville. I'm going to that con because Chris Claremont's gonna be there, and I'm gonna try to shoot to come down next year. So,
do you ever go to HeroCon?
I've been once, a few years ago, but it was only that one time.
That's the one I kind of want to see if I could make someday, man. It looks like that's more comic oriented.
Yeah.
So that's what I would like to.
They just started the Atlanta Comic Con up here in Atlanta.
Okay.
This year is going to be the third year. I went the first year, and my colleagues from the YouTube channel that I'm on, they went last year, and that's a comic-centric Comic-Con. So they actually had some pretty heavy hitters. They had Kevin Conroy up there last year. They had it wasn't Jim Shooter, one George Perez. I can't remember. I had to pull it up. But they had some pretty good guests. They had all four of the voice actors from the original Turtles cartoon.
Nice.
It was a bunch of people up there, but it's starting to get bigger, man. And like I said, it's more comic centric than anything else. Of course, they had little anime and all the pops but
Yeah.
for the most part, it's pretty cool, man. I enjoyed it last time.
When is that con held?
It's in July. And it's at the Georgia Congress, the World Congress Center. And tickets typically aren't that much. I know when I went the first year, well, we only went that one day and it was like maybe $15, but then they were just starting.
Right.
You know, eventually they're probably gonna jack up the price. But I mean, they have vendors everywhere, from all over, as far up as New York, all the way from Las Vegas, Georgia, Alabama, you know, so it's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome, man. I with you, Hilaire, I do want to hit up Heroes Con. I think I said it the Super Rush once.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely wouldn't mind, because I know Glenn loves Hero Con, the Quest for Legends. That's one of his jams to go to.
I hear it's great, man.
Yeah, it's like comic centric.
Yeah. I've tried. My wife wants to do like a road trip this year, and I'm trying to see, because I know it's like mid-June, and I'm trying to finagle it so we kind of maybe go, so I could at least go one day, because he wants to drive up to New York, and I'm hoping to do that, but we'll see. We'll see.
That'd be interesting.
I would like to do that.
I got some more, Puff.
All right, man. What you got?
What's up, Sleepy Reader?
Hey, Sleepy.
ASM 360.
Oh,
Sweet. That's Bagley?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is, right?
that's right before Carnage.
Yeah, right before.
yeah. I met
Nice.
Bagley, man, and he actually gave me a free. It's crazy because he gave me a free autograph, because the first thing I told him is that I was a fan of like the New Warriors, and when I told him that, it kind of like turned on a switch, and he was like, matter of fact, he drew I'll have to show it next time I'm on the show, but he actually drew Spider-Man on an Ultimate Spider-Man the blank variant covers, man. He was a pretty cool dude.
He's super nice, bro. Big. Those are some nice books, man.
Yeah, these are. Man.
Yeah, that's in good shape, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. Go back to the Fantastic Four one. That's the first century, ain't it?
Yeah. Right here.
That's a clean copy right there.
When did you get that?
I had it a while ago.
Dude, that's sweet too, man.
Yeah. This one. Pretty
I just
cool.
love those covers with the logo being huge, like the title of the character, Flash.
Yeah.
Anytime I see those, I snatch those up.
Here's some cool shit. I won this from JP.
Sweet.
Yeah. And you know, I don't see this book very often, but it's very cool McFarlane art, dude. Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen that. That's nice.
Yeah, me neither.
that's early Spider-Man.
I didn't know that. I thought, yeah, I didn't know that was McFarlane. I always thought it was somebody else.
Yeah, it says right up there, McFarlane.
Yeah.
And with that one, boom.
Or Blastar.
Yeah, man, that's his first appearance.
What a cool character.
Yeah. I love that his appearance in what was it, the War of Kings omnibus that I'll be reading. No, he was a pretty awesome character.
He's on that. What is it? Inhumans #1, the old school one.
Yep.
He's on that cover, kicking some ass.
Yeah. Like, that's another one. Like, I definitely would love to get more earlier Fantastic Four issues, because the earliest I have is like I want to say 122,
Okay.
124, something like that.
Those are nice covers. Those are the picture frame picture.
Yeah.
Those are nice. I like those.
But other than that, I would love to get some Silver Age Fantastic Four.
I've been on a little kick myself, man. I've been getting a few of those.
I think I got like 2 issues from Orlando Toy Comic Con last year. That's Silver Age. I have to check through my box, but yeah, if I get a couple more Silver Age Fantastic Fours, especially my number one grill out of that run is the first appearance of Black Panther. I got the foreign copy thanks to Varangian Vigilante. That was awesome of him.
Hell yeah.
I want that Fantastic 448, man. Not 48, but the first appearance of the Watcher. I can't remember which one.
Well, that's an early one though.
Yeah, number 4 or something.
I think it's like 13. I think it's in the teens.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think it's in the teens, but yeah, that book goes for freaking. That's a nice one, right? I like the Watcher too, man. He's so underappreciated. He's a badass.
Very underappreciated because I collect What If.
Mhm.
So I almost got the first full volume 1 run of that, and I love that series. So I figured if I get that, I'll get that Fantastic Four, the first appearance of the Watcher, to go with it. So
Yeah, he was like kind of like the crypt keeper in that book, right?
Yep.
He was like the narrator, and he set up the story. Yeah, I like those.
yeah, the Watu.
Yeah, Watu.
And they're still working on. They're developing the What If series for Disney Plus still. So
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, man, that'll be badass.
yeah,
I can't wait to see how that is. All the scenarios they come up with.
Right. You think that's gonna be animated? I believe so, right?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Because they've already cast the voice of the Watcher. I can't remember who it is, but it's a well-known guy.
You gotta think that'll be animated. I don't see them how they would be able to do that like a show
No.
with all the different characters. That'll be crazy
Yeah, well,
for live. Yeah, dude. What if was the jam? What if was the jam?
and there was so many good stories out of that What If with those scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
Like what if Phoenix had not died, and the Conan one where he was in modern 21st century and stuff like that. I was happy to get that from Lady Fantastic.
Wolverine had killed the Hulk, or the Hulk had killed. Yeah, Wolverine had killed the Hulk, and then I think they did Hulk had killed the Wolverine. I think they did it both ways.
I think the best one I could get is the one where Bruce Banner don't turn into the Hulk.
Yep.
And it's Rick Jones or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Then of course the first official appearance of Jane Foster being Thor was like,
that's like one of the best ones.
yeah.
Like the big book in the run, right?
One of them, aside from that was volume 2, the Deadpool and Venom.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I tell you a book that shouldn't be that hard to get, but it's kind of pricey. Is Marvel Team Up 106, the reprint of the first Punisher.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The Marvel was it Team Up or was it?
Or was it Marvel Tales?
Marvel Tales.
Marvel Tales.
Okay, yeah. You know what I'm talking about though? The first reprint of the Punisher.
Yeah. That is the first reprint.
Yeah, that's a tough one to get, dude.
You don't see that too often.
No, every time I see it, all of them, but that one.
But that one.
And the black suit Spidey.
Really?
Yeah. I think there's one. There ain't one, is there? That's the Team Up.
I don't
get
know.
the Team Up and the Tales mixed up.
Yeah, that's true.
Now the black suit Spidey, is that the Spider-Man 252?
Yeah.
That's ASM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it's like 42 or something. Marvel Team Up.
Okay.
142, 142.
You know what's a cool ass cover, dude? Web of Spider-Man. I think it's 101. It's that black and white. It's a burn, and it has it's all black and white, and he's like, he's swinging through the city, dude.
Okay.
And it's a real nice. It's just a beautiful cover, dude.
Yeah, I think there's.
I have that one.
There's that one. There's the web, and then there's a spectacular, and they come together. I've seen people that have the set. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, people collect that as a set, man. That's for sure. And then it's the Team Up. Yeah, it's all of them. What is that? That's like the 4 of them, right?
I think so.
Something like that. 3 books.
I don't think that has anything to do with the black suit.
No. He has the black suit, but it's not integral. It's not like the first time he has the black.
No. It's just he's wearing. Yeah, and then the back, the city line behind him is just black and white.
Yeah, dude, and it's beautiful. It's just fine. It's just beautifully drawn by Byrne, man. Yeah, the Web of Spider-Man, in the first issue, he already had the black suit. It's that classic one that he's like on top of the gargoyles and shit.
Yeah, I love that. that first issue of Web of Spider-Man.
I feel like that's underrated. I feel like that should be with 252 and Team Up and all of them, dude.
And that was a good story, man. I
Web of Spider-Man 1.
What's up, Steve?
What's up, everybody?
How's it going, man?
Whose ass you got to whoop tonight, Steve?
Don't worry. I told them if people don't want to sign shit at MegaCon, I got Biggie with me. I'm gonna put them on.
Oh yeah.
Back it in.
And one of these hands, bro.
We got backed up at MegaCon, right?
I got a hot mic, and then I got a backup.
There's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
So what's going on, Steve, man? How you doing, man?
Doing good. What y'all up to? What y'all talking about?
And we was talking about some what ifs and some artwork that by John Byrne on Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Stone Cold's been getting them bangers, dude.
I just got one in the mail just now for somebody that we've been looking for.
Oh God!
But I can't show that till off the air.
Oh man,
because this person watches the show a lot.
Dude, Stone Cold, bro. That Submariner you sent 84 whooped my ass in the fucking cover championship.
Yeah, I was watching. I said Biggie's gonna kill me.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck, bro?
Oh yeah.
That
was rough, man. Every cover y'all kept putting up, I was like, I like all three of them.
I think that's the book that beat my fucking bro. This was the only book I was thinking that was like undeniable. You know what I mean? Like this thing is like known for being a great cover, bro.
It is.
It is a great cover.
Yeah.
And that's
I think that Submariner beat this.
Bro, all I know is all y'all kept putting up great covers. I was like, damn, I don't even know what to. Every cover was tough.
Biggie, that's a beautiful book, bro. And 9.6, that is sweet.
Yeah, man, this thing is crazy, bro.
Let me see that, dude. That's gorgeous, bro. Go down a little bit. Yeah, look at the two. Dude, that's a beautiful book. Man.
People that collect Swamp Thing say that this is the best one, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of them do.
Yeah, that's a sweet cover, man.
Me personally, I like First Constantine, but this is growing on me.
No, I like the Bernie Wrightson covers, man, for sure. And that's one of the best.
Bernie Wrightson covers are awesome on that run.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, yeah, dude. They're all fire. All of them are fire. People should collect those, the first 10.
So, Steve, let me introduce you to Al, who's been my guest on the show.
Is that a Hong Kong Fooey shirt Hal's got on?
Bro, I was gonna say that, bro. I forgot. When we were showing the X-Men.
I love that card too, man.
He's the number one super guy. Number one
super guy.
Hey, the cat was the brain. That was a great cartoon.
Voiced by the legendary Scatman Crothers.
Yes, I love Scat, man. He was funny.
Yeah,
that's a great shirt, man.
Thank you.
Yes, it damn sure is. I ain't seen that in so long.
The song is running through my head now, man.
Hong Kong Fooey, quicker than you.
Hey, bro, I love my Hong Kong Fooey too, bro. I love my little Hong Kong Fooey too.
Oh,
yeah.
I get pops with my favorite character, bro. And damn, I couldn't pass up Hong Kong Fooey, dude.
Yeah, Hong Kong. You know, DC did like some crossovers a while back where they put the Hanna-Barbera and DC characters, and Hong Kong Fooey was paired with Black Lightning. Nice. It was pretty cool, to be honest with you. It was a decent story, so yeah.
Huh.
I remember I don't know what we were talking about. Well, we were talking about cartoons, and I said something about Underdog and Sweet Polly Purebred. They said, "Who's that?"
There's no Underdog.
90 and
yeah, it was 90.
Yeah, it was 90. Who is that? 90. I'm like, oh, y'all killing me with that, man.
Bro, we were the only ones that knew, dude.
Hey, I grew up off the rerun, so I knew Underdog for sure.
Underdog's a badass, bro.
Yeah, I grew up off the rerun too.
Love Underdog. Hong Kong Fooey.
Butchall McGraw,
Kaboom.
Yep.
Yep.
I watched all that stuff as a kid. I used to watch
Speed Buggy.
I remember when we first got Cartoon Network, when we got cable and we got Cartoon Network, and all the Hanna-Barbera cartoons were on there. Man, I was like, yes, now I get to watch Yogi Bear and Johnny Quest and all that stuff. Man, I was like, it was like heaven back then.
The
thing I didn't understand was like, is Garfield like connected to Heathcliff?
Nah,
No.
they weren't connected. People like to say that they were similar, but they were different characters. Personality-wise, way different. But they weren't connected at all.
I think I like Heathcliff better, dude.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Al, who did you say? The Herculoids?
Herculoids, Teen Force. Oh man.
You said like Thundar?
The Barbarian,
yes.
Yeah, bro.
All that stuff happened in 1994, and when I got old enough, I'm like, hold up, this didn't happen, man. So this is false Thundar. Yeah.
Space Ghost is good too.
Oh yeah. Space Ghost and what was the other one? The Birdman, yeah.
Oh.
I remember when they did the one Birdman Attorney of Law on Adult Swim. That was hilarious.
No. You know what's weird about cartoons is back in the 50s, dude, they actually put a lot of production into it. They were better than what we had when we were kids. Like the original Superman movie, dude, or cartoons.
Yeah.
They were crazy.
Yeah, dude. And they would a lot of those shows would come on primetime. Like the Flintstones were primetime, the Jetsons.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those weren't like for little kids. They came on during primetime, dude. I remember there was only like 3 channels. So they were watched. So people watched them.
I always akin the Flintstones to like an animated version of the Honeymooners.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure.
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
Yeah, totally.
I love me some Honeymooners.
What was it? Hialeah Channel 44 here was when they expanded. Channel 44 came on, and they had wrestling and all kind of stuff on. I was like, oh man, what's this news station? We were just watching 44.
You guys remember Creature Feature?
Yeah, Creature Feature. Yeah. Shit,
dude. They showed all those B horror films and all that, the weird ass horror films. I was like,
sometimes they would show a terrible one, man.
They look like snuff films. They all look like snuff films. They look like they were, recorded on a handheld. Yeah. You guys remember the one with the dude? They put 2 heads on him, and it was this big dude, and then a little dude. That scared the shit out of me. You see that guy coming out, and it's like, oh, dude, I used to take a dump on Saturday.
Man, try being 5 years old and watching Optimus Prime die in a cartoon movie, dude. I cried like a little bitch, bro. That was like a fucking week. And then it was canon. It was canon because the next series he was still dead, dude. You're like, what is going on, bro?
When that happened, Hasbro, of course, this was before the advent of internet and social media. Hasbro got bombarded with so much hate mail that Optimus Prime died. That's why they went back and actually brought him back, because people were actually sending death threats to a toy company, man.
You can't be killing people's heroes, man. They don't not play that.
You go to the movie rental place, you think, oh, wow, Transformers made a movie. This is amazing, and it's really good. And then you're watching it, and Prime gets like, what? What's going on?
And you know what? It has such a profound effect that they had to change the G.I. Joe movie because they was going to kill Duke. They was going to kill Duke. And they saw how people reacted to Optimus Prime. They're like, no, we got to change. That's it. We'll put him in a coma, but we ain't going to kill him.
I think that's the first time as a child I actually cried when I saw Optimus Prime die. Like, I literally, cried. Like, this dude is not dead. He can't be dead. Like, introduction to death. Like, okay.
There's one more that got me to cry. Was the John Henry story that the guy Vader voiced for Vader. What's his name?
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones did the cartoon special for John Henry. I watched it in school.
You talking about the one that they showed us in school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died battling the machine, bro. And I was just like, oh man.
Bro, Biggie, man, that is freaking awesome. He just brought that up, dude. That brought me to tears, dude.
Yeah, I remember that.
John Henry was what is it? A coal mine. What was the little slogan? John Henry
was born with the hammer in his hand.
Yeah, dude, that was so good, bro.
Hi, Leah, did they show you guys where the red fern grows?
No, I don't remember that. I remember the red balloon. I remember
the two dogs, and the dog died, and then the dog dies in the movie, man. Everybody in the whole school was crying. The dog died. The dog dies, and there was two of them, and the other one went and laid on the grave and wouldn't leave the grave. Boy, that tore the whole school down. Dude, if you ever want to see a sad movie, watch that.
You want to hear what this just happened recently? There was this old school movie that they were showing in school, and it was called the Bag Lady. Did you guys ever see that? Where
I remember. I know what you're talking about.
It's set in New York, and it's an old homeless lady, and two girls pick on her, and the lady dude. It's about empathy and feeling good. You know, I was trying to teach that to the kids, and I remember, dude, it brought tears to me when I was a kid, and it had a profound effect. I watched it on YouTube the other day, dude, and I was crying, bro. I showed it to my 17-year-old daughter, and he was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" So stupid. And I'm like, crying and shit, and I'm like, and she's like, "What is this? What is this, bro?"
Dude, it's because when you're a kid, if you have a traumatic event happen, you have vivid memories, dude. It's science, bro.
I still watch it and I cry, man. It's so freaking sad, dude.
You have a heart. That's all it is.
Right.
You know what, dude? It showed me empathy, and that stuck with me, man. Because they just treated her like shit, and then they find out that she's not a homeless lady. No, she had a life. She had all this stuff, man. It just breaks my heart every time I see it. And my daughter just brushed it off like it was nothing, dude. I was like, dude, you're cold-hearted.
Yeah.
There's the one that I
I might have to check that out. That's called The Bag Lady?
It's called, I believe that's what it's called. You look up After School Special and you just put The Bag Lady, or something like that, The Bag Lady, and it'll come up on YouTube, man. It's only about 20 minutes, but it's so good, man. It's so good. In my opinion, of course, everybody else.
In my opinion.
I was probably one of my, even my wife looked at me and she's like, "Why are you showing her this?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about, man? It's so good."
Hey guys, I gotta go, man. Little Shaq's asleep. I'll holler at y'all.
Be good.
All right, Biggie.
Later, guys.
There's another one that I used to challenge people to see. It's called The Little Matchstick Girl.
Ooh.
And it's a crisp. This is the crazy part. It's a holiday. It's like the stop motion.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be a holiday like movie, right? It's probably been no more than maybe 30, 45 minutes long, called The Little Matchstick Girl. And just explaining it kind of like if you had like any type of compassion, it's like, okay, this is gonna bring tears to your eyes. But basically it's about this little girl. She is over in England. It's like maybe in the 1800s, early 1900s. She sells matchsticks to people. Her dad is cruel as all I get. She's trying to sell these matchsticks before she goes home. Her dad tells her, "Nope, you can't you can't come home until you sell all the matchsticks." It's snowing outside. She's outside forever trying to sell these matchsticks. She knows she can't go home until she sells these matchsticks. Well, guess what? She freezes to death.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. I can't be seeing that. That'll tear me down right there.
I'm telling you, the first time I saw it, it was like, I was bawling. Like, it was like tears coming out my ears and stuff. I'm like, yeah. First defects when you need them. Like, it was, man, I'm telling you, like, that's crazy.
And that's a holiday special.
Dude, they show it around Christmas time, and I'm like, man, this is like evil. Like, why would you show this? It's supposed to be a joyous occasion, festive, eggnog, mistletoe, and this girl is dying in the cold because she couldn't sell matchsticks because her dad was just an ass. You know, like, dude, this is insane.
Okay, hey, Al, let me ask you a question. What were they trying to teach you?
Yeah, what is
What's the moral of the story, bro? Don't let your daughter go out in the snow. What's up?
Defy authority or something. I don't know, man. Like, you know, Dad, screw this, man. I'm about to go get some hot chocolate, man. You're stupid. That's a great question. I have no idea, but
you don't know to this day, right?
So what now?
You still don't know to this day what it was trying to teach, right?
You know what? I guess it was trying to teach you if you cried, then you had compassion. If not, you just evil. I don't know.
Probably.
It's this matchstick girl, man. I refuse to watch it to this day. I saw it about maybe 10, 15 years ago. No, never again.
There was another Christmas one that was sad as shit to me. I don't remember the exact name. It was called The Juggler of something. And it was this dude that was a juggler in the circus. And his wife died. She fell down from the trapeze, right?
Ooh.
And he was just a sad ass dude. He was just still doing the juggling, but everybody considered him the saddest person ever. And then at the end, I think she comes back, or he does something special, dude. And then he's back to life and all that. And that one made my ass. I cry at everything, dude. Guys. That shit, I bawled to that, dude.
Yeah.
What is Buell saying here?
Oh my God, I was talking about that with Chad with 90 the other day, bro. I know that's my Kennedy moment. I knew it. I was having lunch when I found out, dude. That was horrific, bro. That was crazy. That was crazy, man. That was a beautiful day when that happened, dude.
That was a blue sky day.
Blue sky, bro. I was off campus having lunch, and they told us, and I was like. And then we all went back to school, and then they had it up in all the classes. Dude, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I think when that happened, they actually sent us home from school. They just canceled school down here in Georgia. Say, y'all go home.
No, not us, man. We stayed, man.
I remember you could see it in the sky.
You got from where you were at. You guys,
because it was coming to probably. I think it was don't they land in Cape Canaveral most of them?
Yeah, but that was when they were taking off, remember?
Yeah, taking off.
They were landing in Houston. They were landing in Texas.
Yeah.
Dude, when
that was terrible, man.
When those shuttles used to take off.
Might have been a picture I saw, you know what I mean? Thinking about it, but I remember that day.
That was sad as hell, dude. I remember when the shuttles would go up from here, you could see it.
Hobby
down here, dude, you could see it like if it was, there was no clouds, you would see the going up in the dude, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Damn.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy, bro.
So we got Sam Single Web here.
And you know what's sad about that launch when it blows up? Watching what was the teacher's name? McCullough, something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, watching her parents and her mom, and they're all happy, dude. And then when they start realizing, hey man, that don't look right, dude. Oh, bro, that still breaks your heart, man. Oof.
So, guys, let me pose this question to you all, since we're talking about sad stuff. What was the saddest event that happened in a comic book that actually had you like, I don't know if I want to live anymore?
I don't know about that moment, bro. I hope I have it.
Oh,
I
thought you was gonna say saddest moment in comic books that had you in tears. Not where you don't want to live no more.
Well, I'm actually exaggerating. I'm like,
hey, wait up.
I give my life over a comic book. But I mean, yeah.
Before we answer, Al, you answer that one, dude. Since you actually, what's your want to die moment in comics?
Well, let me rephrase that question. I didn't want to die, but I think when the Fatal Attractions, when Wolverine got his adamantium pulled out.
Oh, that was massive.
That was like I kind of teared up because it was like I was at that point. I kind of took it further than just reading the comic book. I'm like, man, that had to hurt, And I was kind of messed up over there for a while till it was revealed that he had bone claws and stuff. But yeah, I think that was probably one of the saddest moments that I've actually experienced in a comic book. So, how about y'all?
I know mine, man. Mine was Death of Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah.
When that graphic, because he was one of my favorite characters. I remember seeing that cover of 29, the one where he's like that flying, dude. That's one of the top covers, and as a kid, that was crazy. And when they killed him, dude, it was cancer, and it was, dude, he's never come back, right?
No, I mean, he's like in death, he has, but he's not actually been back to life. But.
Yeah, that one stayed. That one hasn't been. He's never been back, dude. Yeah, that broke my heart, dude.
I don't know if this broke my heart, but when Superman outran Flash, man, I was so mad, man. I said, man, that cannot happen. I was burnt. I burned up. I was just mad, man. I was like, no way, man. They need to rewrite the comic book, man, because that is not right.
Hey, Steve, if Superman could beat the Flash, what's the point of having the Flash? Right?
Exactly. It's like if I can't die and I die, what? It can't. That's not supposed to happen.
No, I totally agree with you on that one, dude. For sure.
They would have had to retitle the Flash's books to the second fastest man alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they did him wrong, dude. That was so wrong.
I know Sean's gonna have something good. He always got something up his sleeve. It's probably when Slimer got caught.
Slimer.
Hell no. Where'd you come up with that logic, Steve? I was going to go with one that probably will lead to a rant, but the death of Aunt May in ASM 400 was one that touched me real bad because a couple of months later, my grandmother had passed away.
Yeah, you equate that.
You see somebody at that age and you had such a strong relationship with, and all of a sudden she's gone or he's gone, and you like, I didn't get to didn't get to talk to my grandmother before she passed, and that issue had an effect on me because of how Peter was able to talk to his aunt, and she revealed that she knew that he was Spider-Man, and it was touching, and when she passed, a tear came down my eye. I was like, man, it was such a great yet sad issue. It was so well written. But then when my rant comes in is that they retconned that whole damn thing and made it to the point where that Aunt May was a clone and that the real Aunt May was being held captive by Norman Osborn. And I'm like, you fuckers just wasted a damn great issue.
So they played with your heart, with your feelings, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, that was such a good send-off to the character, and then you just throw it away and made it a complete waste. I can't even open that book no more, man.
All right, Jeff. What do you got for us, Jeff?
God Country. Mine was God Country since I lost Grandpa like right after. Yeah.
That's a great one, Steph. That's a great one.
God Country was an awesome series.
I can't wait to see that. I'm really hoping that goes through.
Look what's on my thing right there. The book that I had up, and he talks about that. What's the chances of that? That's in my stand. I put a different book every once in a while in this stand, and that's the one that's up today for some. Man, I got a million damn comic books, and then that's the one that's on my stand.
Yeah.
Great series.
Yeah,
they optioned that for
Finish the screenplay.
Yeah, Kate said, he just recently finished it.
Yeah.
Kate's an awesome writer, man. I love his work.
All right, since we went with comic book stuff, what movie really, got you like that? I know mine.
Damn it, I want to move away from sad stuff, man.
Well, we got to go through this because I already posed the question.
You just had that rant. I want to do a quick rant because I've never agreed with this shit. Dude, bringing Phoenix back in the the X Factor. She should have stayed dead, dude. I hated when they brought her ass back. I thought it was lame how they brought her back. That was just crap. So I just wanted to do that real quick, man, because I never liked that. She died, man. Let her go, man.
Yeah, I don't like when they bring characters back for no reason, just because.
I'm like, just because.
Yeah, Spider put. Look what Spider put.
Sad day.
Oh my God, that's hilarious as hell.
I agree with 90.
Okay, all right. So what was the saddest moment in movies?
Yeah, in movies, man.
Oh, let me think about this for a second.
All right, since
Yeah,
mine
I
is
got-
very easy, I'll go first. When they let John Coffey die in the Green Mile, man, I was so mad. I was so mad. I said, man, I would have never let him die after knowing the truth like that.
Steve, boss, I'm tired, boss.
Yeah, dude, that how could you let that happen when you know, man? I would have said, we're gonna beat the hell out of each other. We're gonna make John Coffey leave because he is not dying on my watch, no matter what, man.
Yeah, that was sad.
Sad, man.
Yeah.
That shit killed me.
Saddest movie, bro.
You remember that one though, right, Hialeah?
Oh yeah, I'm tired, boss. Dog tired, boss.
Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah,
I'm dog tired, boss.
I could fix it. I mean, if
Hey,
you seen the truth.
Hey, bro. I hated Percy, bro.
I
I hated Percy.
Hey, my daughter was asleep, and I was at Disney, and I had my oldest with me, and she was supposed to be her and her friend sleeping, right? And we're watching the Green Mile. We rented it, and we're watching it. And then when he stomped the mouse, man, they busted out crying so loud on the middle.
Mr. Jingles, right?
Mr. Jingles, yeah, Mr. Jingles.
Yeah, Mr. Jingles, yeah.
He stomped him. He said, "Got him."
Fucking Percy.
Fucking Percy, boy.
Dick.
Yeah. That was one hell of a well-written movie right there, man. All the way through. It was sad, funny, and
that was Stephen King too, man. That was Stephen King.
That was good, man.
Oh,
Who else, dude? Do you guys got one?
I'm still thinking.
All right. This one isn't.
I'm still thinking.
This one isn't a bad cry. I mean, I cry because it's just, I don't know. I always tear up on this one, and it's another Stephen King, dude. It's well, that's a great one too, man. When they kill the wolf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is actually when the Shawshank Redemption, and it's not a scene that you think is sad, but to me it's sad. It's dude when they meet on the beach at the end of the movie. And they're just friends again, and it's like, dude, that brings me to tears. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that movie. That's another movie. Those two movies right there.
That's terrible. Say Guantanamo and that whole ending of that movie, it tears me up, man. And it's not for nothing bad. It's all good.
That movie had a couple of sad scenes, like
when
the old guy gets out of prison because he had they gave him parole, and he's been in jail for so long he don't want to leave.
Yeah, he's institutionalized. He don't know how to deal with the outside world.
And his death was sad.
He signed his name, right? You talking about him, right, Sean?
Yeah, his death was sad because he ain't want to leave because he's been in there for so long. It's like there's nothing out there for him.
Yeah, he was the one that brought the books to him. Brought the books around every day. Yeah, man.
You kind of felt for him when he had that knife to the guy's throat and saying, "I don't want to leave."
Brooks.
And,
Brooks. It was Brooks.
Was here.
Brooks was here.
Yeah,
Brooks was here.
And that guy was a great actor, man. I forget his name. Oh my god, that guy was an amazing actor, man. Hey, you know who just brought up a great point? Mike Rogers, Stay Gold, Pony Boy.
Yeah, that brought terrible, man.
Yeah,
I love that one, man. Yeah. Stay golden, Pony Boy.
Dude, when Ralph Macchio dies in that movie, dude, in the hospital.
Yeah, that was good, man.
Oh, dude, so good, man. That shit hurt.
Hey, man, I'm fixing to put the music on for Jeff. Do 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 do.
Yeah, I can't think of nothing right now. I mean, I can't think of anything right now, man.
Man, nothing happened to Lopan or something. I figured you might bring up.
No.
Jeff ain't got nothing but that nice red Sonya variant.
Yeah. Jeff said, "My life is not sad today." I got back low paying 9.8, and ain't nothing.
Right.
I just got
My saddest moment in comics is when they put clothes on Vampirella.
Yeah, that
was a dark day, my friends.
I can't remember anybody buying Vampirella when they did that.
Hey, yeah,
Dark
they
day.
sell shit like this, Sean.
That's funny.
They said, "Oh,
That was
put
a dark day, my brother.
That's funny.
So, Al, you have one?
I do, man. And thinking about it now, it's kind of like making me feel some kind of way. But Forrest Gump had some moments, but my moment in the movie was A Time to Kill. The one with Matthew McConaughey and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
And there was a scene in the movie where Matthew McConaughey, I can't remember his character's name, he had just took on the case with I think Carly Haynes. I think that's what Samuel's name was. And Samuel Jackson was sitting here talking about, well, we live on different sides of the tracks and stuff. Your daughter ain't gonna never come play with my daughter and all this kind of stuff. So, fast forward to the end of the movie, he got acquitted for the murder and stuff. Then they had a cookout to, celebrate that he, was acquitted. And then Matthew McConaughey shows up in his convertible and his daughter gets out the car. Dude, I went to the movies with some other guys, and it was about 6 of us, and everybody on that row was like just tearing up because the way they actually built it up from that conversation to the end, you wouldn't have expected it to happen. So when it happened, it was like, okay, it's time to go home now. So yeah, that's probably like one of them.
Dude, that's from a John Grisham book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I read the book, man, and the book I remember it was, dude, it was hard to get through, but that movie, to me, it's the best movie adaptation for John Grisham, because that movie is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, bro. Great one, man.
One of McConaughey's best performances in my opinion. So
Sandra Bullock's in it too. It's Samuel L. Jackson. Dude,
that was. I haven't seen that, but I've seen it,
movie.
but not in a while. It'll be a good one to go back.
Hey, Keith
watch.
Keith Sullivan's one of the white guys, right? One of the main
dads, the guy, one of the guys that did what he did. Yeah. He was the dad to one of the guys. So
yeah, dude, that was an excellent film, man.
It was a star-studded cast. They had some real bangers in that one. So
yeah, excellent movie. That movie to me the movie's better than the book.
Yeah,
the book is just. I thought that was over too much.
My wife always says that, Hialeah, that the book's always better than the movie. So
not on that one. Not on that
one.
I
want to make sure I got Time to Kill, right?
Time to Kill.
That way I don't forget. I'm gonna write it down. So I'm gonna say I know a movie is better than the book and see if she read it because she reads everything.
Hey, let her know. Tell her to
I'm not
read
even
that
gonna tell
book.
her. I'm just gonna make her watch it.
No, you gotta have her read the book first.
She already read the book, Hialeah. Believe it.
Movie. See what she thinks. The movie's excellent. The book.
She almost won't even go see a movie if she read the book.
Really, that movie's better.
That's good. I gotta have something on her because she's always like, Harry Potter's good, but the book is better.
You see what John Comics with kids say?
John and his freaking Lethal Weapon, dude.
So how about you, Sean?
Shit, man. Like I said, I was thinking of Shawshank Redemption when it was brought up.
Mm.
Mississippi Burning was one of those movies too. With the same situation, the same Rosewood. That one. That one.
Rosewood.
That brought tears to my eyes for what happened, man. And it made me fucking angry. Oh man.
That's when you got a good movie when you get all of it, You
talked about Shawshank, and then you was bringing up Time to Kill. Then I was thinking Mississippi Burning, and then Rosewood just popped up in my head, and what happened to DeFleur Evans, man. That right there was like triggered. I was sad and angry at the same time.
Yeah, well, Shawshank, when the guy knew that your boy didn't kill his wife, like they said, and then they took him in the courtyard and shot him.
Oh.
He said, "Are
Yeah.
you sure about that?" And then he shot him, and the kid was trying to get his GED. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I hate that dude.
Oh yeah.
Man, I wanted dogs to rip him apart. It wasn't good enough him shooting himself. I wanted them to shoot him.
Are you obtuse?
Yeah,
Are you obtuse?
obtuse.
Glory is a movie that people don't talk about a lot. You know, with Morgan Freeman, Denzel, and Matthew Broderick. That's a really excellent movie.
That
Like,
is.
I really love Glory, and yeah, that scene with the whipping was very hard, and the ending was just like, you really want to see an ending where they win, but everybody dies, and it's like, it's one of those movies where, you know, you don't get a satisfying ending, even though you know the outcome of the war, but the people that you watch throughout that movie, you know they're all gonna die, and it's just unsatisfying.
Yeah, it's never good when the guy gets away and don't get what he should get. That burns me up. I'm like, no, that ain't how my ending is gonna. I'm gonna do a new ending and show you what should have happened to him. I run him over with a tractor trailer about 50 times.
Hey, that's the What If series right there.
Yeah, the What If series.
And
This is what if should have happened at the end of this movie. You showed.
kind of like the ending of I Am Legend, like the one that the Will Smith, where, you know, at the end he died, and then when they released the DVD version, they had the alternate universe version where he actually lived.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
No, I didn't see that either.
because when you bought the DVD, you know, at the end of that movie, he warded off all the zombies or whatever for the girl and the guy, the little boy, to get away.
Right.
The alternate, and it's a full ending. Like, they actually filmed it and edited it and everything. He actually escaped with them, and then at the end of the movie, he's riding a convertible down a country road with the other two. Like, why didn't y'all show this in the movie?
No, dude, I'm glad they killed him, bro. I'm glad they killed him. It can't always be roses, bro, and sunny days, dude. I'm glad they killed him. They went with the right one. I haven't even seen that, and I'm still going with the original, dude.
You haven't even seen it. You ain't giving it a chance.
No.
It's like To Live and Die in LA. Have y'all seen that?
Ooh, long time ago, man.
A long time ago.
That's a movie where, like, William Atherton, he died. He got shot in the head with the shotgun. And I was like, it's not a sad ending, but at the same time, it kind of catch you off guard. Like, you didn't think he would get killed like that. And they did an alternate ending where he survived. But I was like, nah, I kind of like when he took the bullets to the head.
It's just a better story, man. It's just better for the story, dude.
Yeah.
You guys remember Rollerball?
Yeah, the old one with
when they held him up and they hit Jonathan E. and killed him. Oh my God, was I mad? I was so mad. I hated everybody. I wouldn't talk to nobody for a week. My mom said, "You're never watching a movie like that again."
Dude, what about Bloodsport, where they killed the big guy from Revenge of the Nerds? Remember, he was like in the fight in Bloodsport, and they kill him.
Oh,
that was perfect. He should have done it.
Oh yeah.
Well, he joined the Nerds, man.
Yeah, he joined the Nerds in the end. Or, dude, what about Black? You ever saw Black Rain with
Oh yeah, when
they cut out Andy Garcia's head?
Yeah. Yo, that scene always gets me as so tense, man. I was like, man, when they get in that subway and they surround him with the bike.
They come on the
the motorcycles.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
man. Michael Douglas is just watching, bro, and he can't do anything, bro. The motorcycles, and they just so good.
Now we talk about movie deaths and stuff.
Yeah, I know, man. That's how this show goes. This show goes from here to here to here.
Dude, that might be the best, bro.
Oh man, yeah. I forgot all about when.
That might be the best, dude. That's a great one, dude. What's in the box, bro? And everybody knows what's in the box.
Yeah, when the freaking when the UPS trucks across the dirt.
Yeah, and they start saying something like suspect. I forget. He has the upper hand. And Morgan Freeman's. Oh, dude. Oh man, that's gut wrenching, bro. Gut wrenching.
I didn't blame Brad Pitt one bit for taking out Kevin Spacey. I probably would have put a couple more bullets in him, man.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, one of my buddies at work, Sean, was so mad because Star-Lord fired and let Thanos get away. He said,
Oh my God.
character. He said, your stupid character cost us.
Everybody turned on Star-Lord after that moment.
Dude,
Yeah, he said, I wanted them to kill Star-Lord.
Comedy guy to the most hated man in the MCU. Based on his...
They killed his girl, man.
But come on, they almost had the gauntlet off, man. Why you gonna ruin it like that? Get the gauntlet off, man.
Hey, you know what I told him? I said he created Endgame for you. You owe him.
yeah,
There's no Endgame without him.
That's awesome, man.
Endgame brought me to tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jeff? What did?
Endgame.
Endgame. But,
Oh, yeah, man.
when-
Hey, my wife who reads all this, man, when about Iron Boy, she was crying. I said, damn, I never thought you go to a movie and that was, she goes, it's so sad.
Oh my God. Bro, John just won, dude.
Yeah.
Every time his dad comes back at the end, dude, I'm just a ball of tears, bro. I'm sorry. Feel the dreams? Oh my God. I cry like a bitch. Dude. That kid tears the fuck out of me, bro. Damn, dude. Shit.
What's the heartstrings?
Nobody even brought up Old Yeller. Hi, Leah. No one ever brought up Old
Oh yeah,
Yeller.
oh Yeller, yeah.
Yeah, that.
What about Shane? Shane. No, man. For me, yeah, Feel the Dream. Dude, when he plays catch with his dad. And he's
Yeah,
like,
if you're gonna bring up movies and stuff around young kids with comics, he's gonna bring up some bangers every time, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he did a great job with the movie top 5 list. I know I'm supposed to be targeted for the 90s action movies.
you better start on it now, dude. It's not easy, man. It's a
I
hard.
know it's not, man.
That show is hard to get down to 5, bro.
Tough list, man. For real.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was tough
How
watching
do
them
you-
debate the 80s one, man. I was
Hey,
like,
if
good
somebody
Lord.
did that to me, man, I would be up for a week trying to figure that out, man.
It's
I'd be
hard,
like,
man. It's hard because,
shit, man. What about this, man? I gotta have this, and then you like, man, I can't leave off that.
dude, John sends that out, and you start putting it. Like I go to the websites and I start putting down the movies. I just make a list of movies, and then I start dwindling. And I'm like, oh, dude, and I gotta talk about this in front of people, and people are gonna hate this, and you gotta just forget about it, and you just gotta go with your top. And
Hey, Sean, only Hialeah knows this because I texted him after their show. And now I might as well just let you know, and y'all know too. I had never seen The Thing. Never. The Thing.
yeah,
I was like,
Then
man, I always heard about that movie, but I was like, are y'all talking about the thing with the monster with the rocks and all that? I'm like, I had this shit all confused. I was in Hialeah. No, man, it's a monster movie, man. It's the best one ever. So I went and watched it that night, and I'm watching it at night, and all my family's gone.
Oh,
It's
boy.
dark and shit. I'm like, man, I had me
That's
a big
not
old
good.
ass knife about that long. Right beside me while I'm watching that movie.
I love the thing, man.
dude,
Yeah,
that
but it
movie
was-
is fire. Dude. That movie is fire.
My brother was so mad because of the dog scene. My brother don't like animals getting killed. You remember Godzilla ate that German Shepherd? You remember when Godzilla ate that German Shepherd? My brother said, man, I would have got a flamethrower and burned Godzilla's head. I said, hey, man, we have an argument. We're like, he's 67 foot tall. How are you going to kill him? I would
What are you
kill him.
gonna
I'm
do,
telling
man?
you.
Get stomped on. That's what happened to him.
Hey man, we always crack up because he always says when an animal dies, he don't watch no movies. Animals die.
That dog scene in The Thing is hard to watch sometimes because
Yes.
how all those dogs around them, they know what's going on. And
Yeah,
wanna
they
get the
know.
hell
You know,
out.
they're all backed up. I'm like, man, them dogs know something's up. Man, when I seen that, I said, something is
That is
wrong.
so good. I freaking adore that movie, man.
And then the ending, the ambiguity of the ending with both of them sitting there having to wait out in the cold. You don't know who to think because Keith David disappeared on them. So you like, I wouldn't trust that motherfucker sitting next to me. But what can you do?
Yeah, because it's only down to y'all two left.
Exactly.
I told Hialeah my favorite scene was when they was on the couch and the damn thing turned to the one of them turned to the monster and they tied to the goddamn couch. They can't even get away.
Yeah,
and then finally they kill
Classic.
it. They kill it, and the dude sitting there and he says, "Hey man, I don't know, but I want to be untied by this goddamn couch, man. Take me out of this couch."
I love that, man. I love that scene, man.
That was good how they get the blood and put the blood in there, and if the and then they put the heat to the blood. That shit was good, man. That was a good ass movie.
And when Windows, his name was Windows, died, it was like, I think of the computer because Windows don't compute.
Yeah. Dude, that movie's excellent, bro.
Hey, Sean, I told Hialeah I want to see a scene now that they go back years ago and they still got them two sitting there with beards like long to the ground. You don't want them to Keith David and Kurt Russell got beards dragging the ground because they both still sitting right there.
Dude, that movie's fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, when you don't trust who's who and what, boy, that's when it gets crazy, man. Yeah. I'm like, goddamn, I gotta kill Hialeah because I feel like he's taking the shirt to the monster.
If you guys ain't following Kid Ragnarok on Instagram, he loves the Italian horror and lots of great horror stuff. Great page, he has a comic book page too, beyond Marvel and DC. Great guy. I hope to get him on the show one day, but I don't know if that's possible. If he's willing to, but man, we could just talk all day about comics and horror.
Well, tell Kid Ragnarok, my brother will turn the movie dead off if that happens. I mean, the movie is over. I don't care when it happens. He's like, that's it. I'm out. That's will leave. You kill dogs, especially his dogs, boy. Because he's got a pond out back, right? Shot outside the back of his apartment was his house, and he's got ducks out there. And we always kid him. We say, man, them gators going to get your ducks. So we say, them gators going to get your ducks. He's like, man, they better not be no gators in that water, man. I got me a machete. I'll chop that gator up. He gets so damn serious. I said, man, you can't kill nothing like that, man. They'll be gone so quick. Yeah.
Gatorland.
Yeah. I saw a video. Someone posted a video, and they got a gator. They're at a restaurant, and a gator swims by with a damn Labrador retriever in its mouth.
Ooh.
It's swimming by. This is real though. This ain't no movies or nothing. And man, I had to turn. He said, if you show me that, man, I will never talk to you again. Don't even tell me about that. I said, man, the guy has got somebody's pet. You know what I mean? Gators, boy, come out the water and get your pet, won't they? Hialeah? Straight on the land to get them.
Now, Steve, I forgot to say we got a guest on here, and you didn't ask him. I was going to ask him. Already got it. What's his favorite? What's he like? What's he looking for? I'm gonna ask that before we get going.
He was showing some fire X-Men books, bro.
What was your what books was you showing? What you showing now? I want to see them.
Okay.
Let's get back off the set.
Show those early X-Men. Show the early X-Men.
Alrighty. Let's see here. This is my oldest X-Men book that I have.
Straight fire.
Number 2.
Yes, sir.
That's number 2 right there. I almost got that, but it escaped me.
And then I got 2 copies of this one. This is a reader.
Oh yeah. Is that the Sentinels, or is that right before it?
Juggernaut. First appearance.
Juggernaut. Yeah, Sentinels 14, right?
This 12.
Yep.
And 16 is Magical first appearance. I got this one off eBay for like $20. The dude, I got him flipping. He got caught slipping. But just to give you some backdrop, I'm a huge fan of the X-Men, and one of my goals is to basically collect the first volume of X-Men from 1 to 544. And right now I'm short about 58 issues. Let me go further up into my. I got a lot of 12-cent stuff. I'll just show it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So you missing you missing number 1, right?
Of course, that's actually gonna be the last one I'm looking for, man, because I know that was.
That's the final one to get, because you want all the rest and you need that last puzzle piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cobalt, man, I remember that one too. Yeah. But you ain't missing that many for that big of a run. Damn.
Well, most of the ones I have everything from issue 98 to 544. So everything.
Oh, damn! So you can, you eliminated. Yeah. Hey, you got. Do you have 94?
Count Nefaria. Yeah, I got it.
See, man, I love those covers, man. That's why X-Men's so good. All those covers, man. Them Fantastic Four, they just had great covers, man.
Yeah.
I'll show a few more. Just picking stuff out arbitrarily now. So, first appearance of the Starjammers.
Yeah, nice.
I'm
trying to think, man, of all the books that I send out. It seems like X-Men is like right up there at the very top, man.
Yeah, man. I've been a long time fan. And what happened was that I used to collect, and when I got older, I got kind of out of the loop and ended up selling everything I had. And I had to start over, and I started over probably about 17 years ago. And I'm pretty much back to where I was before, with the exception of giant size. And to this day, I would clone myself and kill myself for selling it, because that book is like, it's starting to go.
It's to the point where it's almost to that. It's at a reach range. It's at least halfway to X-Men 1.
Yeah, it's up there, almost getting to that 181 status, almost. Because I've seen some like on eBay, and it's like, wow, like this is crazy. And I want to go ahead. That's one of the books I want to get before the end of the year, because as soon as Disney announces that they're coming to the MCU,
it's over.
Yeah, you can forget it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to end up selling my car, and I want to get it before that announcement.
We say, who's that going down the street? That's how he's walking.
Man, he's lost a lot of weight, man. He walks everywhere he goes, dude.
He's on a skateboard. You'll be riding down, sliding on a skateboard and shit.
He was driving a Jetta. Now he's on a 10-speed, man. What's happening, So, but yeah, that's one of the books. Now, if I can get that book, everything else that I need is pretty much going to be, in the bag. And X-Men #1, that's going to be the very last one. But right now with X-Men #1, I really don't. I can get a really low grade. I'm planning on getting that one slab, because I already have like 2 prints. So if I get a really low grade of that one, I'm good, as long as I have it in the collection. So, but yep, that's what I'm looking at. So,
yeah, for sure. And with room to grow, man, with a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, because some first appearances, man.
And this is the crazy part.
It's a Squarebound book too, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't have it.
And with the X-Men, it's pretty much an uncharted territory when it comes down to like investment and stuff. Because pretty much I have like all, except for like everything under 94. Like I have all the keys. Like I've got like the first appearance of Havoc, first appearance of Polaris. Matter of fact, I got 2 copies of 48, which is the first appearance of Havoc in his uniform. So if anybody needs that, I'm willing to let one go. So
I've sent so many X-Men out, man. Of all Bueller, I've sent a lot to. I used to send Bueller a lot of X-Men. I sent a couple to
100.
Yeah, I sent what was it, 108 to Kenny
101
a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's right.
yeah, that's the plan. So,
But yeah, man, that X-Men 1, you got X-Men 2, so
mhm.
do you have X-Men 4? That's another
Brotherhood. Nope.
Brotherhood. That's one that's
huge. That's a huge book.
yeah. Go, one and then 4's got first appearance of Quicksilver and Toad and all
Scarlet
them.
Witch. Yeah, all of them.
Scarlet Witch. When you got a book like that, they can't go nowhere but up.
Mm-hmm. Now the Vanisher, being that that's X-Men number 2, it doesn't really. It has some value because it's the second book out of the series. But the Vanisher, I mean, you see what they did to him in Deadpool. So it was Brad Pitt, like he was always there. I'm like, hold on, like he was in the movie, like really, like yeah, he was there. Like that book didn't spike or nothing. It's like, yeah, okay. So
that was one of the funniest cameos ever.
That was the Vanishers in the movie, like that was too funny.
I think. I'm trying to think of what X-Men I just went across a little while ago. X-Men 46, I think it is. It's purple cover.
I'm not sure.
46. Let me see here.
I just sent 50 to CGC. So.
I know if it's a purple cover, Al, that's it. I think it's 46. If you ain't got that one, you could have that one for sure. I know I got it somewhere.
I don't have that one.
Good, man. I got one you need then. And I know it's in decent shape.
Cool beans. Let me know.
Let me look. I want to now you got me. I want to see it. I know it's some around here. I didn't put it up.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
And I'll send you. I want to always have a book in everybody's collection, their main book. Sean and all them damn Sean's hard cause god dang what he likes, man. His main I gotta get a Slimer.
Yeah, dude, Sean's not easy at all, bro.
The only thing I can get guys.
Because you think about all those what he likes and he's got it pretty much all, dude.
Yeah, he's got
not easy.
Well, I don't have none of the major keys of most of my books I have. Like I got a lot of X-Men and Spider-Man, but in terms of like the Silver Age stuff, I don't have pretty much none of the Spider-Man outside of maybe a few low grade.
I just wonder what I did with that damn book. I know I just saw it.
Be around 58 that I have. So anybody's interested, like I said, it's the first appearance.
Havoc in his uniform.
Yeah,
I sent that one to Bueller 58. I had that one. And I sent him one that Neil Adams did. I can't remember which one it was. Neil Adams signed it for him.
This is one of my favorite ones right here.
Oh, that's my birthday.
That's nice.
I just got that's my birthday book.
Dude, I love this cover, man.
Yeah,
that's a nice one.
I just got that not too long ago.
Hey, hi, Aaliyah. I looked up my birthday book, man.
What is it?
It ain't good, bro.
What is it?
It ain't good. I ain't even gonna tell you, man. Ain't no way.
Why you bring it up, man?
It's hot. It's expensive, man.
There's a few birthday books, bro. Like, there's a lot of. I got there's not just one book on your birthday, dude.
Yeah, but this is the main one.
What
Trust
is it?
me
Just
on
say
that.
it. Just say it.
Amazing Spider-Man 15, the first appearance of Craven.
Oh,
yeah, that's
you're
my
an
birthday.
old bitch. Let me look that up real quick now. Let me see what that
it's
came
expensive book. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
I got a couple books I'm gonna show tomorrow that probably some of these will be going to Sean. I know he's looking for a couple of these. I think I have to let him see him first, but
one of these is going to Sean anyway.
I ain't gonna give no clues to Silver Age 70. Damn, man, I gotta find that damn book, man.
cool.
Yeah, then Shot's gonna have something for Mike Crone to sign. This is Mike Crone cover, anyways. So,
which one?
One of these is going to you, Sean. One of these guys is going to you.
I know it's X-Men 46. It's purple cover.
Oh, cool.
Purple cover.
I got two.
I got some.
Yeah,
I got something planned for you too.
You got a Mike Crone cover to sign. Yeah.
Hey, when LeVar Burton was coming, that was it for Sean. He don't give a damn about the rest of God. He got that book out. I got my book to sign. He's first. He's first.
Well, like I said, I said earlier that I got to meet George Perez. I can't pass up on George Perez this time. You know, Thursday. If he's there Thursday, I'm gonna be in line with Jeff to meet George Perez because I got to meet George Perez.
Yeah, like you said, Al, you can get this book right here to read, and then you get the damn the real one slabbed.
See, I have that one, and then I have the Marvel Masterpiece of that one. So I got like 2 copies. So the one, like I said, when I get that first one, man,
you can go definitely right to slabbing because you already read it. You got a reader and all that. So,
and you know what? It's crazy. I was hoping that Marvel would do what they did with like they did that one. They did oh god, they did a few of the older books like Uncanny X-Men. I want to say one. It's got Jean Grey and Cyclops on the cover, but they redid a lot of the older keys. And I was hoping that they would do that with a lot more of them because they did it with 266, the first appearance of Gambit. And I'm like, that would have been a cool idea for them to do because maybe if they went through and did enough of them, the original ones that I had, I would possibly slap them, you know. But as of
I know what you mean. Did those what do they call them? God, they reprint them.
Yeah,
the dollar ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because then you got reader copies, man, and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And I don't know what I put that damn book, but it's somewhere in here.
The longest run I have is my X-Men run too. That's all I loved it in the I would buy them off the rack when they came out, dude. I got the 300. I don't got the early ones. I got some early ones, but nothing major. But that's my longest run. I love the X-Men, dude.
I love the X-Men, man. It's like
love the X-Men. Every time I would find a book and it was, a filler book, dude, that shit made my day.
Yep.
That shit made my day, dude. For sure.
Hey, hi, Aaliyah. Here's that box. Look how big that is.
What did he send you, man? What did he
I
send?
don't know, man. But, man, I've been shaking it. It ain't real heavy.
Well,
I'm waiting until tomorrow.
You got under a day.
Hey, I've been looking at this. I usually cover them up because if I keep seeing them, I'm gonna look, man. It's like, okay, I'll pretend I'm a good actor. Oh wow.
I'll be. Brian sent it to him. Take the Time Collectibles sent it to him.
Yes. Brian, his last name is Balky. He's the tall guy in his pictures.
Dude, he's a great guy, bro. He was just texting me right now that he runs a shop down here and they got a collection in, and he was just texting me now. He's gonna send me some pics to see if I'm interested.
Damn, that's awesome, man. When you got people that do that for you,
he's awesome.
That's like getting a loan box and you get to look at it first without having to actually go look at it.
Yeah, man, and dude, and they get good books, dude. Like the first Raccoon 90s 180. We sent them to get graded and they come back strong, dude.
Hey, was that where my 271 came from?
It came from the same collection. It came from the same collection.
Wow, man, because that was a good book, man. I knew it was a high grade, man. I don't know what 90
crazy,
was, but
crazy, right?
Yeah.
I still can't believe that, dude.
I wish I had a gold sticker. I could have stuck 99 over it in front of just for 90. 90 would have said, what?
You would have died, dude.
He said, I ain't even one on the census. I can't even look it up. That would have drove him crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's exactly, man. Nothing like a hookup from a comic shop, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Al, what part of Georgia you from?
I just have to ask that. I'm from Macon.
Macon? That's when we're going up 75, that's one of the Macon and Atlanta are like your landmarks of how far you are into Georgia.
Yeah, Macon is a straight shot through from Atlanta to Florida and from Florida up. It's okay. It's my hometown. I just moved back down here a few years ago, but it is what it is. That's why I collect comics and all that good stuff. So
Yep, my wife's family's all from Valdosta.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So we go up there every so often. It's funny, man. You think Florida's great fishing, but I go to Georgia to go freshwater fishing, bass fishing.
Really?
They got so many ponds to fish there.
You ever been to Oconee?
Uh-uh.
Go to Oconee, Lake Sinclair. I used to fish, man, because my dad's an outdoorsman. And Oconee, Sinclair, some pretty good lakes. There's a few other ones I can't think off the top of my head, but those are really good places for like crappie and brim if you like that, little bass fishing and stuff.
Yeah, I love bass fishing. It's probably my favorite, bass fishing. But down here, I got a boat, but I keep it at my buddy's house because he pretty much is like my captain, so he knows where everything's at. So I just keep it there and go fishing all over the place for redfish, snook, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Those comics, man. Hey Al, do you remember this movie in the 70s? It was called the Macon County Blues or some shit.
Yeah,
I remember the name.
Okay. This is my story with this movie. I was like 6 or 7 when that movie came out, dude. And my parents are, they came from Cuba. They have been probably about 10 years. They didn't speak English and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you remember that movie, dude? They took us to the theater to watch that movie, and I was like 6 or 7. Bro, we were out of that movie so freaking fast, bro. Because you know that movie starts, right? The jail, and there's like there's something happens in the jail with the girl. And, and I was like this. I was freaking out, dude. And my parents, they grabbed me and my brother, dude. I ran out of that theater, dude. That shit was traumatic. County Blues, bro. Traumatic.
Yeah. Macon is cool. Now, cool thing I want to share with y'all. They're actually, Atlanta is becoming like a hotbed for like movies and everything. The Watchmen series that was on HBO, they actually filmed a few episodes in Macon. Wow. They also filmed the fight scene from Black Widow at a bus terminal here in Macon too. So they've been filming a lot of stuff. They filmed part of Zombieland, that last one that bombed. They filmed part of that here. They filmed a couple of episodes of Walking Dead down here too. So it serves its purpose, if you geek out over that kind of stuff. It's cool. The comics presence is not that great. We have like one big comic shop here, and the guy's pretty cool, but I'll just plead the fifth on that one. But
where do you pick up your books from?
There's a place. It's in McDonough, Georgia. It's called Origin Story. I used to live in McDonough. It's probably about 45 miles north of Macon. Mm-hmm. I lived up there for a while, and I moved back to Macon for work. And these guys are awesome, man. All my pulls I get from them. And I'm also on a YouTube channel called the Comic Call and Roundtable Discussion. Sean is he's been a guest on our show. And we've always talked about like customer service and how far customer service will take you. And
take you a long way in my opinion.
And even though we have a company, and don't get me wrong, I patronize the store here in Macon because I go by bags, boards, and that aren't on my pull list. But these guys up in McDonough, man, they're awesome. And I'll travel that 40, 50 miles to get those books. I might spend money on gas, but just that experience, when I get there, I can be away from the store for 2-3 months. Mm-hmm. And when I get there, all of my pulls are there. No problem. They'll eye me on Facebook. Hey, we got this book. Do you want such and such? Sure. Put it in my pull list. They give me a discount, and it's like it's nothing like good customer service, And I always use the Chick-fil-A thing. Everybody knows. You go to Chick-fil-A. I've yet to go to a Chick-fil-A where I got piss poor service.
Yeah.
Even a mediocre Chick-fil-A is like, oh my God, like I feel like I've died and gone to heaven. The lemonade is so much sweeter, But man, their service is awesome, man. So that's where I get my books. And then for a lot of the stuff for like my X-Men, or any back issues for that matter, I'm looking for Golden Age, Silver Age stuff, eBay, and various comic book groups. I'm not that really active like Sean is on Instagram, but you all get me motivated because I watched the show with you all on it, several times, and I'm in the chatting and stuff. So you all are some awesome guys, man. I feel real good, and even though I don't care who knows that I collect comic books, just knowing that you got a group of people that share that same passion and love for comic books, man, it's awesome. And it's like, I could do this and I could sit down and talk about comic books and wrestling and other stuff like all day long, and I'm like, I ain't even eating yet. Like, I'm hungry as hell, but I'm still here talking about comics and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, we've been on 2 hours. Shit. And nobody's got up to go to the bathroom, dude. I'm sure some of us have to go, right?
Yeah, man, I'm holding in my right.
Hey, if you gotta go, just say I'll be back.
I'm just joking. I don't have to go. I'm still missing.
Hey, but look how good that cover is.
Oh man, that is clean.
I mean, it's a pretty decent copy, but just look. I mean, look at the Juggernaut holding the ball up in the air.
That's my favorite X-Men villain right there, man.
Juggernaut is awesome, man.
Love that dude, man.
Dude.
Awesome.
Dude, when he came out on Deadpool 2, I just about fuck. When he came out, dude, I was like, oh snap, dude. Yep. I was 12 years old again watching Juggernaut when he came out, dude.
That was such a redemption. And don't get me wrong, I still had reservations about him in that movie. But that Juggernaut compared to I'm the Juggernaut, bitch, is like, okay, this is like X3 is like into all like motion pictures, and I put that in like that doesn't deserve to go in a Kmart dollar bin.
That's trash, bro. That's pure.
That movie was garbage, man, and they shat all over the X-Men property. Yeah. And I'm one of those type of people. I don't want to be really, and y'all tell me if y'all like this too. I don't want to be that gatekeeper type dude. God knows I don't. But it's like when I sit and I watch a movie, it's like, man, this ain't how it's supposed to go, man. This is like some bullshit. And I understand that you take liberty with stuff. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But when you take liberty to the point to where, like, for example, X3 Juggernaut wasn't even he was a mutant. Like, when did this happen? Like, this just didn't make sense. Like,
yeah. I think the worst one is when that Wolverine movie with Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that was terrible, man.
What the fuck was that?
And then he had claws like Baraka. Like, what is this? What is he coming from? Like,
that was horrible, man. That was horrible.
I'm like you, man. I don't care. It doesn't have to be exact, but at least don't downplay it. Don't tear it down. Just just be honest with it, bro, and do the best you can with it, but don't change it like that, dude.
Right. Yeah. So yeah,
it's like Captain Marvel, whatever,
Yeah.
Making Monica Rambeau, like, man, that when you do stuff like that, you lose me. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not gonna be happy with nothing when she's a little girl and you grown up. That's not the way it is. They reversed the whole thing, man.
Yeah, I don't mind them changing it. It's a movie, but dude, at least try to
stick a little bit to what the core stuff was.
Yeah,
you might go off a little bit because to do a movie, but damn, man, at least have a story to go from it. This is how it happened. They just start throwing stuff. Ain't nothing like you get powers because they just throw them to you. Oh, you're powerful. What the hell? How'd you get your power? I just found them on the street. I found them.
Yeah.
I think the biggest heel turn from Captain Marvel was when they made the Skrulls like heroes. And
stuff.
Yeah, come on, man.
Like, hold up, now this is not right.
Yeah. That was totally dude, because one of the best villains, right?
Yeah, the Skrulls.
Yeah, dude, totally. And then the Kree, dude, total crap, dude.
Yeah. So
if I were to watch, I would, and as much as I dislike Iron Man 3, with a passion.
Yeah, me too.
I would still watch it over Captain Marvel because to me, Captain Marvel it was so unnecessary. Like they tried to throw it into the 90s and say we need to do backstory on her just so we can tie her into Infinity War.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't even want to watch. I ain't even like Nick Fury in there. And Nick Fury is one of the.
They smashed that in like a money grab. Like,
yeah,
we know people
Nick
are going to watch
Fury
it
was a
right in
badass.
between this. That's what they
Nick
did.
Fury was a badass before that movie. That movie, he's kind of joking and
he got scratched with a cat in his eye. Come on,
people
man.
are like, oh, that's not a cat, that's a fluckin'. I'm like, that's a
yeah.
fluckin' disguised as a cat, so that's a cat demise.
And that's how he lost his eye. Like,
And every time
Yeah.
I watch Winter Soldier and he says, this is how, I lost this because I trusted somebody. The fuck you trusting the alien cat, man? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
I was looking at this little kid.
Alien cat.
I'm like, come on now. I'm like, nah.
dude. Yeah, I had some really serious reservations with that movie. So
The one I hate is Thor, The Dark World. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's the second Thor movie.
Yeah, to me, that's the worst movie that's come out from them. Dude.
But I'll still take that over Captain Marvel. Thor: The Dark World is horrible.
Dude, it's horrible, bro.
It's horrible, but it's like I'll fast forward through the first half and just watch the fight at the end, just because there's some comical moments in it. Whereas I for some reason I don't want to watch Captain Marvel again. Like I have not watched that since I went to the theaters to see it.
Hey, Sean, I'm talking all this noise. I ain't seen it. I refuse to see it. I won't see it. You can't.
I went to see it because
I'm not gonna watch it.
I wanted to see how they tie it into Infinity War and stuff like that. What I did not like
was
that that's how Nick Fury got the Avengers title based off of her. Mm-hmm. And I was like, now you just retconned the whole universe to say the Avengers was created as a title thanks to Captain Marvel. I was like, nah.
Well, see what threw me off about that whole thing, man. They could have easily just introduced her like they did with Hawkeye and Black Widow, and then if they wanted to branch out into her own movie, they could have. But what got me was the fact that when she showed up in Endgame, she was only there for a few minutes, went to space, and then came back at the end and went through the ship, through Thanos' ship, and you didn't even see her after that from the rest of the movie. It's like, well, why was she got
punched off screen?
She got hit with that uppercut that Biggie was talking about.
Yeah, I forgot about that. She's supposed to have been.
I don't know. It was a finger. It wasn't even there. It was a finger like this.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a punch. It was like a flick.
What's the point? Like, I just didn't understand. Like, why y'all do all that?
Al, did you hear her? Did you hear her excuse? There's other stuff going on in the world besides this. That was his excuse. What? Man, it's a big fight, man. This is the movie. We don't care what you're doing out there right here. We need this.
Dude has pretty much took out half of who you going out to space to protect. Why aren't you on Earth trying to defeat this dude? Like, that didn't make sense to me. So
yeah.
Dude, I forgot. I don't remember half the shit you guys are talking about, dude.
You don't remember none of that?
I don't remember half the shit. I remember the first kid.
She came back and blew the shit up, and then she got knocked into. I never seen her again. She left the movie.
She got knocked off screen.
She got knocked off screen.
She got flicked in the face. She got flicked in the face.
Yeah, she was at the funeral.
She was
at the yeah. That was the first time we saw her since she got knocked off screen.
Yeah, she landed there.
That I was I had a little beef with. I mean, overall, I thought the movie was good, but the Hulk gets his ass demolished in Infinity War. You mean tell me you don't want no parts of Thanos after you've gotten control of your Hulk persona again?
Oh yeah, my buddy's so mad about that.
Like, man, that was crazy.
Hey, dude, don't get me wrong. When Hulk and Thanos fight, I was fucking geeking out, dude. That was amazing. But yeah, for him to pussy out and that was the end of. I wanted a round two, man. You know, you need
man, come on.
This dude punch you out, man.
You need a rumble in the jungle.
That has to be round two. That has to be in the script.
And
Hulk
see,
gets some revenge on Thanos. Has to be, and it wasn't.
this is where they messed up with the Hulk. This is where they messed up with the Hulk. Because they interjected him in Thor Ragnarok and used the planet Hulk, we didn't get to see the Hulk in the comics that got stronger after Planet Hulk and got World War Hulk where he was at his strongest.
Dude, that was such a good storyline, bro. That storyline's amazing.
Yeah, and we didn't see that Hulk face Thanos. And so we saw a comedic Hulk, that was having fun with Thor and shit. And I'm like, what was the point of using Planet Hulk if you're not going to make Hulk the strongest that he is? He's still getting punked out by Thor. No, I'm the strongest Avenger.
They're not going to go back and use that again.
No, and that's the disappointing part. Planet Hulk was such a great storyline. It was such a great run. And for the tie it into Thor Ragnarok, as fun as that movie was, it was a disservice to Hulk because they didn't use him to his full potential like that storyline deserved it.
Totally agree
with you there, dude.
Thanos will not whoop Hulk if he fought World War Hulk. That's for sure.
Nope.
I still loved it when they did fight though. That was great. Dude. That was a great opening to a movie. The whole thing with Thor. Oh, dude. So
hey, Hialeah, my buddy is the one I told you you guys saw going out.
Your Hulk guy.
He said Avengers. He said Avengers Infinity War is garbage because of the Hulk. All because of Hulk.
Hey,
he said that would never happen ever.
Steve, let them know about his truck.
He's got a truck, a white brand new F-250. Everything on it is Hulk green, like the rims are. He's got a Hulk in the back window. It's Hulk everything. Everything is painted green, man. It looks awesome.
It's pretty.
Hey, Sean, he'll drive it to the con. Yeah. I got a picture of it on my phone, but he's gonna drive it to the con. He's done more stuff since you've seen it, Hailey. He's got a big giant hitch. It's painted green. Yeah, he won't even bullshit with it because he don't want to put a scratch on the paint.
This guy's like Comic-Con, dude. He's hulked out, dude.
He's got a Hulk on his back, Hialeah. His whole back is the Hulk.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, he's serious. I mean, he's got you think I got a lot of Mortal Hulks, Hialeah? I ain't got nothing on him.
Wow.
He says he don't have no doubles, and he has 3 long boxes full.
Get the fuck
out. Not long boxes, short boxes. I mean, short boxes.
Of all the variants and all.
Yeah, he's got variants. They come out. I gotta have that shit. I gotta have that. He buys it. He always rubs it in my face. He's got this, and this. I'm like, shit, man. He only doesn't have one book that Hulk 2 Zafino variant. He does not have that one. So I'm probably going to have to get that one so I can show him that one and say, you ain't getting this one. That book was way up, but it's way back down.
It's come down. It's come down. It has come down.
Yep.
Guys, I'm going to jump off, man. I'm probably got to go make some burgers. I'm sure they're hungry already. So.
All right, Hailey, I'll be on the way. I'll be there right when they get done.
Yeah, okay. Hey guys, it was a pleasure. Al, hope to see you.
Are you on IG, Hialeah?
Yeah, Hialeah Comic Bro, my YouTube and my IG.
Okay, all right. If you
see a pleasure hanging out. John, thank you. Jeff, stop freezing up. Get some internet, god damn you. We'll talk later. Everybody in the chat. Bye, man. And dude, did we get you to 300?
I ain't been checking, man.
I haven't checked either, dude. You gotta come on.
I'm probably at 300, most likely.
Come on, you needed 1. I'm gonna go have my wife sub you up now, dude. You got it. Don't worry.
I'm at 299.
Sean, you're at 299.
You're gonna hit 300 in a second, bro. Just give me a minute. Let me go talk to him. All right, my wife is gonna be your 300. Be good.
All right.
Take it easy now.
That's awesome, man. Man, going on 3 hours, which is pretty much my average. 3 hours goes.
Sean, the show is 3 hours. I knew I didn't have to be here early. I just had to be here late when it gets good. Talk all
I was here at the end last week.
All the
I was at the end last week.
Yeah, you came in and I was at the beginning of the last week.
Yeah.
Hell, last week I went on during the show with Sean and I was in an auction it was coming down on eBay. It was coming with the 15-minute, it gave me the warning. So I was watching. That's what I was doing. That's why I left. And I won that. I won that lot. And that's right here. I want to show Sean tomorrow because there's some books I know Sean's going to like. It's definitely something Sean talks about.
Man, Steve always surprised me, man.
Boy,
Steve always surprised
everybody, not only you, me too.
Hey, I'm gonna surprise you the most at MegaCon when you see what.
That's why I was telling him. I was telling you all about Steve. Mm-hmm. And like if he finds out what you like, he's gonna become the AOK machine for you, man. He already got an X-Men book. He's gonna send you.
You look out, man. You never know.
Yeah, and that's great. It's always great. When you got a person that's willing to look out for everybody. I'm trying to get stuff together for when I see all you guys at MegaCon and hand you out a book or something like that. I'm looking for books. I know I got something for Jeff. Then he'll see at MegaCon.
I got Sean right there, and I got 2 right down there. For sure, but these I guarantee you're gonna want something out of this pile for sure. I know, guarantee you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna need that or that or that or all of that." When I show you, because you're the one that told me you gave me one of these books.
Oh really?
You gave me one of these books, and now I got some more, but I know you don't got all these. It was I got them in a damn bundle. I bought a lot. One book was worth the whole lot. So I always look at it like that book paid for all these are free. That's how I look at it. If I needed my money back, I could sell the one book, get all my money back, and all those books I could still have. So it don't hurt me to give a book away when it's like that. You know what I mean? Damn, I got the money book. I got this book. Sean might want shit. Al might want this one. That's how you do it, man. Everybody gets the book here and there. You get something new, something to read. You get your collection going down. Like this X-Men. I ain't gonna read this X-Men. I'm gonna send this to Al. I gotta get now. I suck at mailing now. It takes me forever to mail. I got 3 things to mail right now, which is good because then I do them all at once. I like to knock them birds out with one stone.
There's a saying that I like, and this saying it goes, beggars can't be choosers. So
I grew up with that.
So if you are doing a favor or you're doing something for me, it would be an abomination for me to be like, okay, when is he gonna send this book? Like, oh my God, it's been like 4 weeks. Nah.
Well, it won't be like that. It'll be just a week because I got 3 things to send now. I got to send Big Will some trades. I got one little AOK. I got an AOK list. I don't know if you know. Everybody put their list together, books they're looking for in 2020, but I put mine together of books I'm going to send out to people in the community that I like. So I got 2 knocked off, and I got a 3rd to knock off, which I got it all boxed up and it's ready. I just got to send it to Metarog. I don't know if y'all know Metarog.
Roger.
Yeah.
Roger, good dude, man. And but my most closest friends, AOKs ain't nothing but a normal everyday thing to me. Yeah. Like, like if I hang out with Sean all the time, I know Sean likes this or this. I just give it to him if I got it. If he wants it, I ask him. Yeah. I don't give a damn about the money. That's and all awesome,
that. Yeah. He's done it to me a couple of times. Steve's done it to me a couple of times.
That's why we can't really figure out what to get Steve, because Steve's going AOK somebody,
Hey, Al, you said that about what you said. My mom always told me this, but it took me a while. I was young when she told me to figure it out. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Exactly.
I'm like, what the hell does that mean? What the hell is that supposed to mean? So I was asking my teachers at school, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. They said when someone gives you something, don't think you should have got something better, or you'd wanted something else, or you will get to pick it. Right. They give you something, you should be happy someone thought about you to give you something.
Exactly.
Regardless of what it is, man. That's why when I got an AOK now, I don't care what's in there, man. That dude took time out to send me a box, packages it up, and mail it to me, man. That's just awesome, man. I don't even know Brian, but he sent me that, and I'm gonna open up tomorrow on Silver Age Sunday, which is going. I got another.
I was wondering when you were
another 12 hours or 15 hours to wait before I get to see what's in there.
Makes sense, exactly.
So
exactly, man. That's just how it's crazy. When I can't wait to show you this, Sean. This is for one of our compadres that we've been. You gonna laugh? You gonna say you gotta be kidding me?
What you was about to say, Al?
Where should I sign up to see this goodness on tomorrow?
Conquistador. So it's right here. He does
Conquistador.
Silver Age Sunday. You go sub his page up, and we'll be live tomorrow at 12 p.m. in the afternoon.
Is that Eastern Standard Time?
Yep.
Yeah.
We all in Florida.
Yep.
That's all the Florida crew
Yeah,
right
we're
there.
all in Florida.
Yep.
Yeah, Al, wouldn't be nothing for you to come down this way.
Oh man, you know what? I'm trying to formulate that in my mind, man. I love coming down and hang out with y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
it's gonna be fun.
if you come down, man, even if you came to Tampa or Orlando, me and Sean and us, we could travel either way. It wouldn't even matter.
Because I wanted to come down Tampa to meet with Jabroni, you know, who was with Rod and Perry. You know, I wanted to come down.
Yeah, we missed Jabroni.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. If you ever, feel like, man, I want to come down and go check out, we gonna make a day of it. Believe it. We gonna meet you in the early. We gonna go everywhere we can go eat, hang out.
And Al, you're always welcome to join this show. And if you want to be on any other show with us, you know, it's all great, man.
Yeah,
welcome you.
Definitely. You wore that shirt. You wore get you into any show that we attach to. Hong Kong Food.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. I
definitely want the Comic Hall and Roundtable. If y'all can get together and get more active again, man, we can all do a show together. You know, even with this, 6-person set with StreamYard, you know, if I can get Matt and Xavier to join me on the Sunday show, get them more exposure, it'd be great.
Yeah, you could just rotate people in and out, man. You know, I pop in, Al pops in. You know, we pop in and out because I like to meet them. You know what I mean? I like to get to know everybody. Yep. That's what's fun about this.
Hey, well, you know, it's all love, man. Like I said, I love it. I collect comics because I love collecting comics. I love talking about comics because I love comics. I love being around people because I love comics, people that share interest, man. So, you know, it is all love, man. And like y'all give me a reason to come to Florida, because other than that, I'm like, why would I even go? You know, but, hey, man, it's nothing, man. I'm telling you, like, really.
JB said he's never been invited, man. Them guys know they got open invite anytime on.
Yeah, they got open invites, show. Man. Yeah, but he's on the YouTube band on the weekend. This weekend, surprised he's even on.
But I'll pass the word to Matt and Xavier and them and let them know, man. And
tell them to check out all 3 hours of this, man.
Oh, hey, Baker Snake said Hong Kong Fooey's legit.
He is legit, man.
Yeah, he was legit. That was a great show, man.
Yeah, it was.
My wife just walked in. She said, "I loved Hong Kong Fooey."
So she got to sing the song?
Yeah, she's in there singing the song. She's in there singing.
Everybody grew up off of Hong Kong. I mean, at least our generation, you know, from the moment that cartoon debuted all the way to the 80s, 90s, you know, you grew up off the repeats, just like Underdog. Yeah. I know Underdog and Mighty Mouse and all that. I loved all that stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
Fucking Rocky and Bullwinkle was my jam, man. Natasha and Boris, man.
Yeah. Yep, and that was my cartoon. Was Ultra. I mean, Saturday morning was Ultraman. I don't care what time in the summer I was up. I was like, 8:00. Mom, make sure you wake me up because I want to see Ultraman. I loved Ultraman.
I'll be right back. And when you said Ultraman, you know, I'm a huge fan of like the kaiju, Godzilla, the mecha stuff, and I actually they have Ultraman Funko Pops, and I bought like Son of Ultra, Ultraman Ace and stuff. So I was gonna go and get them, but I'm not gonna get them. But yeah, see, that's unity, man, because it's so diverse. You know, you know, people like Ultraman. Who is Ultraman? Like, if you didn't grow up
Shit, that damn man, his power button go up, man. He got a blast off to the sky. He go recharge up and kick your ass when he comes back.
Right, exactly. You probably remember another show called Spectre Man. He was similar to Ultraman, but he actually fought like
right there. Karate Cat.
Karate Cat
environment and stuff, man. So yeah, that's some good stuff right there, man. I'm telling you, like, good stuff.
Hey, if you're gonna say Karate Cat, you can't forget Klondike Cat. My boy was fighting the mouse, and the mouse said, he said, "Well, you got me in jail. Now what are you gonna do? You ain't got no one to fight." He demanded him to leave, man. I was laughing so hard, man. You better leave.
Man, that's
good
awesome,
cartoons
man.
back in the day.
Hey, Al, give them a taste of your commercial voice. You know.
Oh God.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna block him out, so I want to just hear.
The voice that I like to do, you know, I'm an old dude, man, so I love to do the guy from, remember the Generation 1 Transformers? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it that well because Sean put me on the spot, but I'm gonna do my best. But his name was Vic Caroli. And he was the guy that did the bumpers for Transformers, and he was like, oh my God, I probably can't do it. He's like, the Transformers will return after these messages. I can't do it. Hold on.
That's a warm up your voice type thing, huh?
Yeah, it's like a warm up thing. Like, we now return. Oh my God, I can't do it. You know what I'm gonna have to do though? What I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna link because we did a show on our channel where I actually went for some reason. I just went crazy.
Running high.
And I'm gonna have the link of I might be able to do it before the show ends. Give me a second to warm up.
Like a man.
It's like a sandwich.
Man.
Hey, I'm on the live. Go play. I'll be in there in a minute.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to get into that.
That's like that's, you know, that voice where you're talking, then you go into that serious voice. And I had a guy used to do that. It's a guy from Puerto Rico that works with us.
Mm-hmm.
He talks in broken English all the time, but every once in a while he'll go, yes, and you know what? And he starts talking like that, man. We die laughing, man. He talks perfect English for like one sentence.
Now I do have a voice that I could probably do that won't require me to get like into like I don't know how it's going to relate over this microphone, but I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar with King of the Hill, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So if I do say so myself, in person, I do a pretty good Hank Hill impression. So I'm going to try to do the impression now, but I don't know how it's going to sound. But I'll tell you what, I do propane and propane accessories. My name is Hank Hill.
Sounds just like it to me.
It is truly an honor and privilege to be on this show with these other individuals who love comic books. Now, Dale, Bill, and Boomhauer don't hate comic books. Now, Bobby loves comic books, but that boy ain't right. I mean, I'll tell you what, Peggy, I used to collect comic books, and I went to Buck Strickland, and I said, Buck, can I keep my comic books here? He said, sure, Hank, you can keep them here. But he turned around and sold all of them, man. That giblet head, you know.
Man.
Thank you.
I love people that can do voices, man. That's awesome.
I want to be a cartoon voiceover actor. I want to do that like really bad, but it's hard to get into like that field. So, you know, but you know, I one of these days, perhaps, you know.
There was a guy on what show was it? Damn, America's Got Talent, and he did a whole skit like that with different voices. He was awesome, man. Did you see that, Jeff? You know what I'm talking about? He
yeah, I know what you're talking about, but yeah. He did it. He did the Star Wars. He did the whole Star Wars thing. It was so freaking funny.
It went all over the place, but it was just, he was awesome, man. That dude was awesome.
Oh, Jurassic Park. So my favorite one was the Jurassic Park when he did.
Yeah, he did the Jurassic Park. He did, man. He was good. He made all the sounds and everything, man. It was good.
I do a pretty nice Peter Cullen. It's crazy because some of the voices that I do, I have to be like in character to do them. But you know, I mean, I could do a voice like, for example, I'll like, and I hope nobody gets offended, but I'll turn around and I'll start talking like this, and people be like, "Man, where you come from?" And I'm like, "Man, I'm from Georgia." And I said, "You know, I said I like Alabama, like Roll Tide, man. You know, just to rock around, man. I like to rock and roll, man, like fishing and hunting and all that kind of shit, you know." I'm telling you right now, man, people don't understand, man. Sometimes you just do what you got to do, and everything that you don't do, you just don't do it. It's just one of those things, you know.
That just sounds like my whole cousins up there in Georgia. Every last one.
You know, hang around a lot of these people up here, man. I'm trying to tell you something, man. It's just one of those things, man. You just learn it. Just learn it, man. You just learn it, you know. So yeah, it's crazy, man.
And Linda was trying to say, is this a Dagwood sandwich?
Yes, I was.
It's awesome, man.
He said yes.
I used to think I was crazy, you know.
I you want to soften that? Rice and beans?
Where you from? And I said,
I'm going to Bernie.
From Munda. People are crazy, you know. I said, one of those situations where you got to learn to be yourself. You got to learn to be the person that you are learning to be. And when you become that person, you learn to be exactly who you are.
Awesome.
See, that's something you didn't know about me, Sean. Like, yeah, man. I want to say that I am looking for a Hulk one day, and I wish I could find it. But I tell you, it's a very expensive book, and I would not be able to find it certain places. I've got to go to a comic convention to get it, and I don't believe in comic conventions because there are too many germs floating around in the air.
Oh, that's awesome, bro.
That's awesome. You know, I used to think I was crazy. Like, no, you just need to make a little money behind it. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, I love this, man. I love this, John. I mean, I love to be a guest from here on out, man, until I stop collecting comics, and that probably won't be ever anytime soon. So, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Vic.
You got awesome, man.
Man, it'd be great to have you every Saturday, man. And also, I'll definitely look forward to it, man. We definitely could strike up multiple conversations with many topics, you know. I mean, one time me, Steve, and D-Runk just did a whole hour and a half talk about sports.
We were on the Knicks. We talked about the Celtics, the Knicks, and Jordan beating the Knicks, and then what were you talking about? John Starks when he dunked over him, and then you know what Sean brings out of all that happened? They lost the game. We lost the game, man. That shit cracked me up, man.
Oh man.
That's all Sean took out of that.
D-Runk saying he hates the Seahawks so bad he wish he was their bus driver so he could drive him off a cliff.
Wow.
He didn't even sacrifice himself for the team.
That's just for the first hour, I remember.
Hey, I got another one for y'all. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get in this one. This one kind of causes my throat to like Hulk Hogan, you are the Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, crazy. Let me tell you something, Hogan brother. I'm the cream of the crop. And everything I say is always crazy. Oh, dig it. Oh, Mean Gene Okerlund, let me tell you something. When Royal Rumble comes, September 15th, 1980, Macho Man Randy Savage will be the first intercontinental champion that will have the WWF Tag Team Championship belt. Oh, yeah, dig it.
Man, he should have did that when Biggie was here. Biggie would have went off with that. Biggie would have went crazy.
That's what I say. If we get him on the Power Hour, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be all wrestling
Yeah.
talk.
Ooh yeah.
And you know, 84 does the Macho Man impersonation too. So
Yeah, 84.
Yeah.
84 does that. Yep.
And I don't know if you watch Tony Sanders, but they have the Hunt and the Cover Championship shows where they in full wrestling characters.
Oh my
So
God.
all
Yeah, the
they
whole
do
time.
is talk like the Tone.
Yeah.
Tony is the Tone, aka the Rock. You know?
Yeah, he's the heel. He's the heel the whole show.
And if you bring out a
Yeah.
slab, he said, "Oh, he hit me with a slab, slab shot,
Yeah.
slab
Yeah.
shot."
Oh, slap shot.
Yeah.
Gotta check that out, man.
Yeah, definitely
You
subscribe to Tony Sanders.
definitely
Man.
got to check that out, Al. You will love that one, man.
And then if 90 ever brings back the Cover Championship,
Yeah.
man, if you see Mr. Garrow, this man has blonde curly hair, but this man put gel in it, slick it back, black, and then he's Razor Ramon.
Oh,
Yeah, perfect Razor. He's good.
Perfect.
Hey, I
That's
voted
awesome.
for him every time, Sean, because I wanted to see him more. Now, I didn't give a damn what book he put up. I said, I got to vote for Mr. Garrett because I want to see him in that character.
Yeah,
He was so good.
That was awesome, man. I'll tell you, if you thought that the Comic Call talk about wrestling, we all talk about wrestling, bro. It's gonna be a blast if you got those guys with you, man.
it'll be on and popping, man. Ooh yeah, I can dig it, brother.
He's got the microphone and everything, man. I ain't got that but my phone. I only
Hey,
watch
it
them
sounds
type
good,
shows.
though, man. You got some good acoustics in that room.
I got my little corner right here.
Yeah,
Echoes back. So, man, you got that low pan back, Jeff. I was like 9'8". That lucky dog.
Yeah,
man.
9'8". And only three of these are in existence. Only 3 graded like this.
And
that-
yours is
mine's
signed
only
in
9'8".
Cantonese right here, right?
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yep.
I was with you when
Yep.
you got that one, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Got it signed?
You and Boat.
Yeah, me,
you and
both.
Boat were with me. Yep.
Man,
I
look,
should tell you
Harvey asking you need to choose a wrestling persona for him. I was like, Harvey, didn't you defeat Jeff with the guitar? Ain't you Jeff Jarrett?
Elias. Yeah. Jeff Jarrett,
Honky Tonk
Elias.
Man?
Yeah.
Hey man, every time he would win around, Hobby would grab the guitar.
Yeah.
Guitar. I was laughing.
I remember when Harvey went up against Jeff in the cover, the beat down. I'm like, yo, Jeff had Harvey on the ropes, man. He had Harvey on the ropes. I was like, oh man, he hit him with the slab, bust him open and stuff. But then Harvey brought out the guitar, and he brought out that Bronze Age greatness, and he smashed Jeff with the guitar and finished him off.
That was the funniest show, man.
Yeah, because I remember Steve was like mad that night too, and Steve I brought that cowboy.
During the day, I caught tape on the front of the cover of my book and ripped my cover. Man, I hate that. That's why I told you that my mortal enemy is Scotch tape, man. Damn, I hate Scotch tape.
Yeah, you gotta use that painter tape, man.
Hey, Sean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scotch tape is not allowed on my table. If I see you with Scotch tape, we got a problem. Because if you can't see it, you lay a piece down and you don't know what you lay a book on it.
And we got Barbarian coming in here. What's up, Barbarian? You're another great guy that I'll be on late night. Ruben Neves. Definitely got to hook up with him at MegaCon.
Ruben's we're gonna see Ruben.
Yeah.
He was on their show the other day with Inquiring Minds. I think he was on. It was awesome, dude. Cool dude.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Now it's time for me to get off and get something to eat and stuff.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
3 hours though, man. You sometimes time fly by. You don't even look at the clock up there until you like, damn, man, it's been almost 3 hours. But that's how much fun we have on these shows. That's why I look forward to them, man. I look forward to them just to hang out with you guys and chat and have fun.
Yeah, because the subject doesn't matter because we run through that subject and we off to another subject in about an hour.
Who would have thought we'd be talking about what comics that you read that make you so depressed you want to off yourself?
Hey man, we ain't even talked about that on our show, man. So that's what's up.
Hey Sean, one time I went to work real early in the morning and I forgot to lock the door. Right, I got busy. I got going. It was like 3:30 in the morning. My wife calls me at 6 and says, "Hey," I said, "What?" She goes, "Are you trying to get me off? You left that damn door unlocked." I laughed so damn hard. I didn't tell her how funny that was to me, but she was mad as hell at me for that.
So that's how we deviate. We start from comics, then we go to some depressing, sad, stuff.
Yeah, to some funny.
Like what movie what made you sad? I was like, oh man, we still on the sad.
That's how the movies go, don't they, Al? The movies go up and down, take you on a ride, man. They ain't always sailing.
Exactly.
And that's what makes it so great. We'd have one or two topics, and then we just go off the rails.
Yeah.
I agree with Kid Ragnarok. The conversation is a nice stream of consciousness.
Exactly, man. I like to hear something in the chat. Always the chats in a lot of these things, man, have some of the best comments, man. I've seen some of the best comments when I go back and read chats in some stuff when there's a show. I'll read the chats, man. I'm like, man, these guys should be writing shit, man. They funny as hell, man. Some
and
stuff they write.
I like Bake the Snake when I was doing my wrestling write-ups on my top 10 wrestling list. Bake loved the fact that I'm so how I write it up and stuff. It's so great that he's like, man, you should be a journalist for wrestling and stuff or sports.
Yeah,
and I was like,
that's what I said when I first met you, Sean. I hadn't even met you really, but I say, man, Sean knows as much about wrestling as the next cousin, just from the chat, only from the chat. I hadn't talked to you about wrestling because shit, I can't contend with you in wrestling. I don't know nothing what y'all know. I know all the main guys and seen it, but
I'm still watching it a little bit.
Watched it religious. It's a whole difference.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to boxing, Sean, I'm all down with that now. Because I watch boxing religiously because my dad was a boxer.
Yeah, and I remember, and I appreciated Bake for what he tried to, to hook me up with. I just don't feel in my mental state that I'm ready for that. But it's something that I have to push forward with. And take the risk.
Yeah, man, you never know what you can do, Sean, till you try.
Yeah.
And the worst thing you can have is regrets about I should have did this or I should. How many times have you looked at a book and like had it in your hand and like, nah, and then you're like, damn, I could have had that. Look, it's blowed up. I had it for $10.
Twice.
Oh my god, that's happened to me so many times.
Oh yeah, that's the worst, man. Is regrets like that, not trying.
Vampy won twice.
I got outbid on that damn Vampy one trying to get it a couple weeks ago. That shit's that's an expensive book now.
Yeah, now
we gonna make that thing out. The chat loves your voiceovers.
Yeah.
Hey man, we can make. Hey, dude, the possibilities are endless. Like I can give you like my announcer voice. This is the Chatting with the Comic Community with Stay Puft 1983.
Yep, he's got the voice, the commercial voice for sure.
I'm stupid.
Man, I swear when you was doing that on y'all show, the Comic Call, I was like, man, this dude kills, especially with the Transformers. Oh, I love the Transformers one.
I wish I can do it, but I know y'all remember the guy that was doing the narration for the Transformers. We do our show at night, so maybe it was because it was like winding down. But dude,
yeah, Barbarian.
I gotta get it. I'll get it. You know what? I tell you what, I'm gonna work on it, Sean, and I will be back soon. And I'll remind me to do it, and I will do it at the beginning of the show.
No problem, man. Because you're welcome back next week. And hopefully,
That's what's fun about this show because you can rotate in and out, man, when it's 3 hours long. Sean's show now is going to say in the header, this is probably going 3 hours. I won't hear no crying. You can take a break and come back.
The cool thing is as long as it's engaging, you know, I mean, people listen to podcasts longer than this show, so you know, it's got to be engaging, you know.
Yeah, you got to have something funny. You got to have something people are interested in, and let some people be interactive with it.
Because that's the thing. When we was talking about movie scenes and stuff like that, you know, John Comics with Kid was bringing up some good stuff. You know, the chat was bringing up great stuff. It kept us engaged.
Yeah. Because you're like, because that's what it is. You don't remember something, and then you remember something. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like a song you ain't never heard in a long time, and then you hear that song, you're like, it's like brand new again. You're like, oh, I forgot all about that. I love hearing a song I ain't heard in a long time. That's why I love Sean's videos. He puts up all the songs he puts up, because I'm like, oh man, I forgot. Then I'll go listen to that song just because of the video you put. A lot of times,
man, Glenn. When I posted that at the time,
I love the time, man.
He sent me a DM saying, "Look what John did with him playing it on his TV screen." I was like, "Now you got me out here listening to this music." That's the beauty of old school Sunday and stuff. Just posting old nostalgic music that some people ain't heard in years, and it brings that memory back. Like, man, I ain't heard this jam in a long time. Now I'm gonna go on Spotify and look it up and play it.
Yeah, you played Morris Day. I heard Jerk Out. Remember Jerk Out? All I could think about was me in the comic store jerking every comic out. Jerk Out. I'm taking everything in sight.
Yeah, I feel like that sometimes. Till I get to the register. So.
Yeah, I knew you get to the register. You're like, do I really need this? Do I really need that? I don't know.
I gotta put this back. I'm sorry.
I try and do that before the register.
Yeah,
cool, man. But sometimes it's like I said at the beginning of the show, man. Sometimes being a collector is just, it's rough, man. We have it hard sometimes, man. It's like people like, oh yeah, all they do is collect comics. That's all they do. But it's like, dude, like there's so much involved in what we do, man. It's like, should I get this? Is it the right grade? Will I find another copy that's going to be better than this one? Should I go ahead and get this one? Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this particular book 2 months from now. Decisions. It's too much, man, sometimes. That's why the support group type deal is needed, man.
Yeah, because you can Instagram everybody and pose the question, would you get this book signed? Because remember, that's what Cookie did. Should I add this signature? Is it worth the value of breaking it out of the slab, adding the signature, redo it? You know, you get input from dun, and you can make a decision, man.
You know what, Steve? It's funny you should say that, man. I have a story, and this is going to be brief. I hate CGC, and the reason why I hate CGC, I don't hate them like hate them. I was at the Atlanta Comic Con the year before last. Bob McLeod was there. Bob McLeod helped Chris Carmart co-create the New Mutants. I did not know that in order for CGC, because I never had a book actually like signed to be graded at a con, right?
Yeah. Witnessed and everything.
Right.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Me neither. You learn and live and learn, boy.
Let me tell you something, brother. But what happened was, okay, the CGC kiosk was like, it was, you know, I can't see my hand, but it was like a couple of rows from where all the artist alley was, right? So I went up to Bob McLeod. I shook his hand like, dude, man, I loved your work in the New Mutants, you know, blah, blah, blah. I have my New Mutants #1 with me. I said, would you sign this for me? Cool. He signed it. And then I took a picture with him with the book up. I went over to CGC. I'm sorry, sir, but we need to be there like to see him sign it. And I showed him the picture on my phone. I said, look, this is him. This is not a clone. This is him. He just signed this book. No, we gotta be there. And I'm like, thank you, mother.
Yep, exactly. Same thing I think. That's so dumb, man.
It is so dumb. Like, okay, so my thing is that if this is my thing, and I don't know how this is at other cons, but if CGC is there to slab books, wouldn't it make sense for them to have somebody sitting there at the artist alley? That way, like a sign, say, hey, I'm CGC. If you're going to get a book signed, come get me so I can see it, so I can verify that it's been done. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I cherish that book because I'm going to get Chris Claremont to sign that very same book. But if I get CGC to grade that book and they see that Chris Claremont signed it and Bob McLeod signed it, how is CGC going to grade that book?
They're going to say somebody wrote on the cover.
No, here's the thing.
Yeah.
This happened to Passion of Art with her Wolverine. She got Stan Lee and Chris Claremont to sign it, but she didn't get nobody to witness Claremont. They only acknowledge Stan Lee's signature, but they're not going to acknowledge Claremont's.
Man, that's garbage, man.
Yeah, that's why CBCS in their signature verification, you can go that
route. It costs a little more, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, CBCS do it. Signature verification.
That's my little rant, man. That really kind of pissed me off because I'm like, the dude is he's right there. This is him. This is his signature. You see me posing with this guy with the book in front of me, so you can't honor that.
It would piss anybody off, man. It pisses me off too.
Yeah, and it'd be different if it was like a $5 book or something.
Yeah.
You could just go get another one. But when it's a damn book that's sentimental to you, you brought, and ain't none of them around without paying $50, $100. Now what do? You're caught. It sucks.
Like Bake the Snake said, they're busters. That's right. Thank you, sir.
Exactly. Busters, perfect word.
Buster ass marks.
Thank you, Sean. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it would hurt them. It would hurt. It would damn sure hurt CBCS a lot because they're the only ones doing it right now. It's what keeps them really busy. I actually texted the guy from CBCS last week, and he got back with me, and I told him what I wanted to do, and he said we'll be at MegaCon. Gave me a code for a discount and everything to do it.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool. I said I got a bunch of guys going. I'll see if anyone else needs it. His name's Chad. He said you give them my name and they'll give you a 10% discount. If you go over $100, they give you a 25% discount.
Okay,
so that's pretty
cool.
Good little savings, man. When you're trying to save money for books, because all my shit comes down to can I get a book? Can I get an extra book for a signature? I'm gonna get a book over a signature almost every time, unless it's one of your main guys,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people love signatures, man, and that's their game. So that that really hurts.
Yeah. I get signatures just to acknowledge that I met this person. Like I got a book signed by Jim Lee, X-Men #1. And that's my personal, like, I got it just to say I met Jim Lee. I got a photo with him. I got him to sign this book. So for me personally, I know that's Jim Lee's signature.
Exactly.
So that's my personal, grail in terms of a signature that I met, and I got a creator to sign that book. I feel like that's an honor for me.
I got the same thing as Al was just talking about. I got a picture of Neil Adams signing the X-Men book. I got a picture of him holding the book and everything. But for CGC, it won't fly. That's crazy, right? And you see the book, and then you see it with a signature, and you see the guy right here, and that ain't.
And every con I've went to, ever since I started really going after signatures, I always get a photo with the artist or the writer. Always. That's been like a normal thing for me. Whenever I meet him, get a picture with him. Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder, I had that great photo with him. Right there, right in front of him, you see a signed copy of X-Force 25 and AD After Death.
Yeah. And if you're going to go, if you wanted to sell that to somebody or something, and you show them that, they're going to say, yeah, he really got that sign. Man, people ain't dumb like them people.
Exactly.
They just want you to use their guy, their verification guy. They get some money out of it some way. Yep. That's all it is. It's always about money. Everything always turns back to money.
And see, for me, most of the time when I get a signature, I don't even look at it from the viewpoint that I want to sell it. Now, if I run on Dire Straits, that's different. But I just want to get, just like Sean said, I mean, this is somebody that I admire in the comic book industry. They influenced me in some kind of way and fostered my love for comic books. So I want to be able to get their signature, get a picture with them. That way I can actually memorialize that particular situation, that event. It's just, that's as far as it goes for me. So, I mean, but you know, you're telling me, well, nah, we weren't there, so it didn't count. I'm like, okay, so what is he, a scroll or something? You know,
am I Miss Marvel? Or those the girls?
Exactly. Right. Am I Florkin? You know,
I mean, if the man is there, you know, I got him to sign it. You know, I'm not gonna get some regular Joe and say, "Hey, the line is too long." Hey, just look at the signature on this book, try and emulate it, and then we'll go see. Like, no, man, I ain't that stupid and crooked. But there are people that do stupid shit like that. You know, I wouldn't even look past them to do it.
Yeah, but the main one I want to see at MegaCon is this guy, Mike Crone, because he's an Australian artist, so he doesn't come to the States much. So
awesome, man.
This is the one that's the one I would get signed at MegaCon for sure, and probably Slab, because he doesn't come to the States.
And here's another thing. I wasn't planning on getting the books that I signed by Capullo and Snyder Slab, but when I was at their booth and I got them books signed, you had a whole bunch of CGC witnesses waiting for me to come by and say, "Hey, you want to get those Slab? You know, get CGC. We witnessed it." I'm like, you got 5 of them motherfuckers standing there, waiting for you to come by so they could say that shit. I'm like, and I was thinking, all right, let me get one of these Slabs. I went over to the CGC booth, and it took forever for the guy in front of me to get his deal done. And this was like almost 6 o'clock, so I was like, man, I'm tired, man. And then I'm overhearing all the process and paperwork got signed and stuff like that. I'm like, man, I ain't got time.
And your book's gonna be gone for 5 months.
I'm like, all right, let me just get up out of here, man.
This thing was signed on 11/2, and I just got it back. It was signed in November.
Dang, that's crazy.
November 2nd.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, I think we done went to 3.5 hours. So
yeah, we done got to the record time.
I let Al get on his story, and it just led to this whole conversation with CGC. But that's fine, you know. It was a great conversation.
I'm sorry.
Great conversation. Good, but I want Al. I want you to get your best voices up for when we see you next time. We need you warmed up.
Oh,
ready to go.
Hey, you know. We gotta say it like show enough in The Last Dragon. Leroy, you warmed up yet?
Bruce Leroy. I love that movie, man. I love that movie.
That's a classic.
You boys say move your pizzas to Big Daddy Green's pizzas. That shit was so funny, man. His little brother was so mad he got the girl too. He wanted to fight Bruce Leroy. He said, "I'll fight you."
That's another topic. We could talk about Last Dragon for another half hour.
Yeah. but if you're gonna do that, Sean, I'm for sure gonna watch it all again because I know it almost by heart, but I want to make sure I don't miss nothing on it. I want to watch the whole thing because I love that, man.
So with that in mind, we have come to the end of this show. I want to thank my panelists, Jeff Comic 813, Steve Wyden, and my very special guest, Al, aka Leroy Cattin, aka Dusty Brick Brown.
Dusty Brick Brown.
That's my IG handle, by the way, Dusty Brick Brown. So
Dusty.
And definitely sub these guys up. Follow Comic Hall and Roundtable Discussion. They also on Instagram. Follow them. And I'd like to thank everybody in the chat that hung around with us for all 3.5 hours. You know, or even jumped in halfway through.
Bake the Snake be hanging in a lot of chats, man. Bake's a good supporter, man, for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Kid Ragnar, shout out to him. You know, love you, bro.
Kid been around, yeah.
And it was a great show.
Oh yeah, he said Vanity, good lord. Oh, you remember Vanity? God damn, she used to look so good.
Yeah, God. And Lady Fantastic couldn't make it, sadly, but hopefully I can get her on another show when she's available. And for anybody that's catching us on the replay, thank you so much. And I hit 300 subscribers, so definitely look for a video about that coming soon. So, with that in mind, this your boy Stay Puff 1983 signing out.
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, if y'all know some people that can subscribe to Sean's channel, 400 subscribers in 2 weeks.
Hit them up.
Hit
Yeah.
It can be done. It can be done easy, man.
2 weeks.
Man, I'll have to put out a lot more content.
You know what? No, because this is the thing, and I know you about to end. This is good content right here, man. The previous shows are good content. If you make it, they will come.
If you build it, they will come, Sean.
And with that in mind, the broadcast is over. Thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks to my amazing cast panelists. Peace out, y'all. This is your boy Puff.